Back to another episode of Overkill Trading. Today, guys, I feel inclined to pray for everybody before we start here. I know the world is going through some times right now of uncertainty and just evil. So I just wanted to pray real quick before we get into this. So let's go ahead and pray here. Father God, even when we can't see it or feel it, God, we know that you're working. You are the way maker and the miracle worker. You are the light in the darkness, and we thank you for that, Lord. God, bless this day. Lift up our brothers and sisters all around the world. Protect them against the evil and the hate. We thank you for Charlie Kirk and his example of courage and standing up for what he believed in and never backing down, Lord. We thank you for that. We pray that you will be with his family and comfort them in this time of need. And we also pray for the other families affected and all the people around the world affected by this. I know I've had many people around me who feel hurt and distraught from this tragic event, Lord. And I just pray that you will help them set their minds and their hearts on you and your peace, Father. We can always rely on you. We pray that you will continue to expose and cleanse the evil from this world until you call us home, Father. In the name of Jesus. Amen. Hope everybody's doing well. Thank you guys for tuning in today. We are going over your chart requests here. Today is September 17th, 2025. We're going to go over all your guys' stock and crypto chart requests over here from the Discord. So I open this up every single Monday. And today I want to try something a little different. I'm actually going to open this up again so you guys can go ahead and get your requests in there. I'm going to do that at the end of stream. And maybe take some from the live chat here as well. So you guys put all these in here on Monday. So what we're going to go ahead and do here is cover all of these names here. So we're starting up here at the top at Doge, getting into NVO, GTLB. We got Rose, XRP, HBAR, CLSK, Donut, HBAR, XLM, OP, ICP. Lots of names in here. We're going to be covering all these. So for the sake of time, I have went ahead and done some preparation. And I put all of these requests here, I put them into a watch list over here. So you can see Doge, NVO, GTLB. So I put them in this watch list. So I'm not going to be flipping back and forth between the Discord and the trading view. They're already loaded up in here. So I'm going to be taking those. And if you guys are a member of YouTube, if you guys are a YouTube Spartan, you guys can drop your chart requests and your questions in the live chat here live. That is a separate membership from the Discord. It's here to engage on the lives, and it's just a way for me to monitor the chat because I can't be looking at chat the whole time, and I just want to keep everything clean and on topic. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start here with Doge. So before we get into the chart, I want to go over the trading rules and also the giveaway that we're doing over here on Twitter. I'm going to go ahead and repost this, so there is still time to enter this giveaway. We're going to do this on Friday. So we're giving away 20,000 Riz. If you guys are not familiar with Riz, I'm sure we're going to get into that chart today. That is somewhere in the playlist, but it is a newer project. And I want to give away 20,000 of their tokens. This is not a paid promotion or anything like that. I just wanted to give away some of the position that I currently have on the asset. So all you got to do is go over here to Twitter. I just retweeted that, so it's up there at the top of my profile now. You guys can come over here and just click on that. Just make sure you like. You can enter in all three, so each one gets you a chance to win. The comment, the retweet, or the like. So you could do all three and enter 3 times, or just like it and enter once. And we're going to be drawing that winner on Friday. So go check that out over there on Twitter at Overkill Trading. And for those of you that are new, welcome. Happy to have you here. We are disciplined traders here on this channel. We are swing traders that focus on a monthly and a daily chart. These are our trading rules. Okay, we are not day traders here. We are not looking to enter day trades. We are typically looking to hold our positions for 1 to 6 months. Okay, when we place a trade, we are looking to typically hold the position for 1 to 6 months. We are not day traders. Okay, so when we're going in, when we're entering a position, when we are taking that entry, we are thinking about the prices in 1 to 6 months. We're not thinking about the prices tomorrow or in 2 days. All of our focus is on the next 1 to 6 months in the year. with these investments. So we enter and exit positions using our trading indicators. The green dot means buy and the red dot means sell. So when I talk about the red and green dots today, that's going to be these signals here on the chart from Doge. Okay, we're looking at Doge. Doge is the first one here. So simply put, the green dot is a reversal signal to the upside, right? It's not always a buy signal. It's just a signal that tells you like, hey, this is a potential bottom. If you would have bought Doge right here back on September 3rd, you were buying it at 21 cents. It went all the way up to 30 cents. So I know that doesn't look like much on the chart there, but that is a 48% gain on Doge if you entered here and are exiting somewhere in this area. Okay, so that's a really good trade. So what we're looking at with the dots, okay, rule number 4 is we only want to buy assets that have a green dot on the monthly chart. So remember, we are focused on a monthly and a daily chart here. Okay, all these trades are for 1 to 6 months out. Okay, so the first thing we're looking for here in rule number 4 is the green dot on the monthly chart. Okay, so if I go to the monthly chart here at Doge, and I'm talking about the monthly charts up here. So if you can't see the M here, all you got to do is drop down that menu and come here and click the 1 month. If you want it to show up, you see how it just disappeared from my chart? If you want it to show up here in the left-hand corner on TradingView, all you got to do is click on this. Boom. There's a star right there. Bang. And you could have it right there at the top of your menu. So if you don't see the M, you have to come down here, click on 1 month. I would start if I were you, if you're going to take up this strategy. Okay, but that's how you do that. And again, what we're looking for in rule number 4 is a green dot on the monthly chart. So the longer the time frame that we're looking at, the more accurate these signals are. You can see the last time Doge got a green dot here on the monthly chart was all the way back here in October of 2024. October of 2024. Okay, what's coming up here in 2025? The month of October. So the timing of this is very interesting. Okay, so this is the first time we've gotten this signal on Doge in 1 year, exactly 1 year. Okay, and you can see the last time it got it, it went up. It went up from, it was at 10 to 15 cents here. Okay, and it went all the way up here to 373. That's a 373% gain. Okay, it went all the way up to 50 cents, and that happened in literally a month. Okay, that was October, November, and then we dumped. So that was a beautiful trade right there on Doge. So Doge qualifies. We are actively looking for trades on Doge because the dot is green here on the monthly. Something like ICP, this is another cryptocurrency. See, the dot is red. We want to get that shift in volume, that shift in direction, which comes from the green dot. So the green dot signal on the monthly, guys, is our 1 to 6 month signal, okay? This means we're going up for the next 1 to 6 months. Okay, sometimes it goes more than 1 to 6 months, but our typical focus is 1 to 6 months off these dots. Okay, you can see this one on Bitcoin came back here in 2020. Bitcoin was at $8,000. What did it do? It went all the way up to 68. You go here to modern time. This was back in 2023. This was about 2.5 years ago. You can see it came right there. The green dot on Bitcoin came right there at around $18,000. $18,000. This signal came 2 years ago. This signal was called out in the Discord, by the way. We actually called this out. There are still people in the Discord now that bought it down here at $18,000 to $19,000. Okay, and it's all the way up here at 120 now. So that's a 10x in 2 years. If you held for 24 months, I mean, that math doesn't, oh, that's not a 10x. I'm sorry. It's about a 500% move. So 476% on that if you held for 24 months. Okay, but you could see it went up here from 20 in the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? So you were maybe a year out off that dot, but typically what we're looking for is the green dot here on the monthly, and the red dot on the monthly also tells us where we can sell or look to either take a position or sell a position. Because if there's a red dot on a monthly, that means the monthly charts had a pretty big pullback. So that red dot needs to prove itself. This one did. It instantly had a green dot here the next month, and the thing absolutely ripped. So the first thing, again, we are looking for in our trades is that green dot on the monthly chart. If it doesn't have a green dot on the monthly chart, we don't want to trade it. So I want to make these rules very clear to you guys, because this is what we're going to be looking for. This is what we're going to be going over in this video. Okay, so once you get the green dot on the monthly, what's up, Nate? What's up, Jeff? What's up, Dwayne? Hope you guys are doing well. So after you get the monthly dot, what we are then looking for is to the daily. So again, we're focused on the monthly and the daily chart. Okay, so when we get the signal on the monthly, what we want to do is zoom into the daily, because a monthly chart, this is 1 month's worth of time here. Okay, 1 month. This is the month of September. So there's 30 days in one of these candles. So what the green dot does is tell us the direction in the next 1 to 6 months. So we're 1 to 6 months out, okay, on Doge, looking for green dots now on the daily. So you can see that came right there. September 3rd gave you the signal right there at 20 bucks, or I'm sorry, 21 cents. Okay, and again, it popped up to 30. So this was a great entry. Okay, so what we're looking for on Doge now is a green dot to enter. Your entry should have been back here, right? Your entry should not be at these prices. Your entry should be down here at these prices. Okay, off a green dot. That was a great time to buy. This was a great time to buy. This was a great time to buy. Very solid support there at 20 cents. And when we get into our sell strategy, we'll talk about the red zone up here. But typically the target right now on Doge is going to be up here in the red zone between 35 and 40 cents. So the buy strategy is simply put, monthly green dot plus daily green dot equals buy. We also will incorporate the 4-hour chart as well. So there's 4-hour dots as well that we kind of pay attention to. But just to keep it simple for the beginners, this is the strategy, okay? As long as the monthly is green, we are looking to buy those daily dots, those daily green dots. Okay, and then when it comes to the sell strategy, here you go. Sell strategy number 1, we want to sell a red dot in the red zone on the daily chart. So we have 2 different sell strategies. The first one is focused on that daily chart. Okay, and this chart, this red zone is what we call the red zone. So this is part of a Fibonacci. This is another indicator we use here. Okay, these zones, this is the Fibonacci. If you guys don't know what a Fibonacci tool is, I got a free trading course over here in the Discord. Okay, Discord link is in the description of this video. You could check that out there, or just go to my profile on social media. It's on overkillinvestingclub.com. Completely free course, and there's some videos on how to use that. This is a really good one right here. This is not my video, but this guy explains the Fibonacci better than anyone I've seen on the internet. He does a really good job. But typically, how we use it is we're just looking for price to come up here. So when price is in the red zone, that's when we're looking to take profits, okay, on the red dots. If a red dot comes down here, we're not typically looking to take profits. If anything, we're looking to cut losses. But typically our focus, right, on a 1 to 6 month time frame for it to get back up here. And Doge right now is sitting at 25 cents. So our target on Doge would be somewhere between 35 and 40 cents. 35 and 40 cents. So that's sell strategy number 1. And then sell strategy number 2 is based on the monthly chart. So the monthly chart, a good example of this is going to be Ethereum. Okay, we're focusing on that stochastic RSI. That's that light blue line. Stochastic RSI, the light blue line on the trading indicator. When that hits that white dotted line on the monthly chart. Okay, the white dotted line is up here. You can see Ethereum hit it back here in March of 2024, topped out at 4,000. This one topped out back here in 2021. That is the second signal. So when that line starts to get close, like Ethereum's getting pretty close, right? I think the rotation is happening out of ETH into smaller cap names. I think that's going to happen over the next couple of months because Ethereum's had a great run, right? We called Ethereum out right here at $2,200 to 2,000. I'm sorry, 2,400, 2,200 to 2,400. We were calling Ethereum out back here. Okay, back in this area when we were getting this green dot here on the monthly. So that's been a really nice trade. And I mean, if you entered with us, you're up 100%. So it's okay to take some profits and roll some out because, again, we're getting pretty close here. And also Ethereum is up here in the red zone. So it could just chop around like this for a while and then sell off, right? The impulsive move has really happened. So I actually took profits on Ethereum somewhere around 36 to 3,800. And yeah, I missed out on a little bit, but the goal is to never get out at the exact time. Again, I was in down here, right? So we were entering down here. We're up 70%. Who cares if we get an extra 10, 20%? That's the meat of the trade right there. Boom. Okay, consistency is key. And that's why we have the rules. And that's why we try to develop the discipline to not stray from them. So this is what we do here. This is our strategy. 1 to 6 months out on all investments, okay? And I have a free trading course over here if you guys are new to check that out. I just like to cover all the rules before we get into the charts because I want everybody to know what we're looking for when we're looking at them. The goal here is to educate and share information. It's not to tell you when to buy, tell you when to sell. I'm just here to share information. It's up to you to do what you want with it, right? We're all here as a community, like-minded investors who are wanting to make life better from a financial standpoint for our families and friends. All right, trying to build that generational wealth with these skills. And investing is risky, guys. I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. Okay, I have a disclaimer and everything. Again, I'm just here to share and educate and give you the tools to help you find success. Okay, so here's Doge. Let's look at Doge first. As I said at the beginning here, we got a green dot. Again, the first time we've gotten this signal in a year. So it's been a whole year since we've gotten this signal. You can see how that monthly's just turning the corner. I'd wait for this monthly stochastic to get way higher. Again, I think Doge is going up here to 35, 40 cents here in the next 1 to 6 months. That's the time frame. Looks very strong there above 25. Again, I would just look to add on the daily dots now that we have the monthly dots. And Doge is looking good here. Up above 25, that one looks very strong. The next one is NVO. It doesn't have the green dot on the monthly, but that wave's getting pretty deep. So I would say this one goes no lower than $40. $40 would probably be the support, just given how low this goes. I just wait for that green monthly. Once you get the monthly dot, that's when you could make your move. GitLab. What do these guys do? How's their earnings? Decent. That looks pretty good. It looks like it's rounding the corner. So you could actually, if you wanted to jump the gun, you don't have to, but if you wanted to jump the gun, you could check the weekly and you could see that came around 45. So $45 is where it got the weekly signal. So the weekly signal can be used to kind of get a jump on the monthly. You might say, like, if a monthly chart sells off really hard like this, I mean, it goes down from 80 down to 40. That's a 50% drop. So now you can see how it's kind of curling here. So if you were to invest in this right now, you're saying that, okay, this pattern's going to play out. It's going to curl and go back up, right? We're going to come this way. If that was your analysis here, you would say that $40 is your support level, right? $40 is support. I think this green dot's going to come here either by the end of September or October. I'll get a little jump on that, and this thing could probably go at least back to 60, 70, could even go to 80. All-time highs up here at 140. So I like this one. I would definitely keep that one on the watch list. I'll go ahead and add that in to the watch list. So when that does tick, when that does get that signal, it's going to be called out over here in the Discord for our members. Okay, our members get the monthly alerts over here. If you guys want to learn more about the membership, you guys can get access to these over here in the Discord just by clicking on this Become a Member tab and signing up down here through that link. Okay, and that'll get you access to all of that. And again, you just want to wait for that green dot. It looks like it's going to come either here in the next month. I would say it's there in October. But you will get that signal over here now in the Discord. That wasn't on the watch list before. They make about $250 million a quarter. So just looking for that monthly dot here on GitLab. RDW, that one's red. So we're avoiding that. We want that green dot. This one has the green dot. This is WCFG. Again, these are all directly from the Discord, guys. I'm just taking these directly out of here from you. And I'm happy to take some out on YouTube, too, if you guys want to join the live chat. What's going on, Jeff? If you guys want to join the live chat, I'm trying to get that YouTube Spartan membership up and running. I got some plans in store for that. WFG, this one's given the daily. So you see it's meeting the criteria for a signal here because you got the green dot there on the monthly. And now, right, it is sold off and it's giving you two more here. Boom and boom. So this is telling you, like, this range is a good range as long as that monthly stays green here with the dot. As long as that green dot stays there on the monthly. Okay, you could target up here between 35 and 40, or you could use sell strategy number 2 and look for that to top out. I don't know anything about this project, so technically I would just want to make sure that it doesn't close below 25 cents. SMLR needs the green monthly. UPS is a good trade here, I would say, as long as it holds on to that support level over here. As long as it holds 80. Okay, if it loses 80, it could risk coming back down here to 40, 50 bucks. So, I mean, it's really trying to find a bottom here. This is a huge support level for UPS. They lost their Amazon contract, so that's why their stock has just been cratering. So it's interesting to see where the price of the stock is at right now. It's $80 down from $240. right? And they are a shipper, right? They do the shipping. They ship containers and things like that. So they're back down at these 2020 lows. These are like COVID lows right now. So it's worth a look. I mean, it just depends on the fundamentals of the company. Are they going to succeed without Amazon, or are they going to get bought out, or what's going to happen? I that one's a tough one, but it looks interesting from a technical standpoint. It is very interesting. This is a 5-year low down here for UPS, so you're buying it at the lowest price in 5 years. That's not too bad. Be interesting to look at their earnings and see how they're doing. Looks like they missed their earnings there, but they reported more revenue, which is interesting. So, yeah. I mean, honestly, I'd be a buyer of UPS. I'd be a buyer of UPS at 80. If it really sold off to 40, I would just probably buy more down there. But again, you want to think about the fundamentals along with the technicals. This is Centennial 1. So I believe I jumped the gun on this monthly dot. I was playing the weekly here in August. So I think my entry was down here around 1650. It was at the bottom of the fib. So just how like we look to sell up here, right? We want to typically look to buy, and this means the price is very cheap, right? If you inverse, if you were to think, okay, if this was up here right now, what would you be doing? You'd be wanting to take profits, especially if you entered down here. So the Fibonacci, it changes, but I mean, 8-9 times out of 10, it's going to retrace back to this eventually. It's just a matter of how long is that going to take, right? How long is it going to take? That's why we take the 1 to 6 month approach, because again, if we're just going sideways, right? Sideways, 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 right? That's annoying because we're not going anywhere. We're just stuck. But then when it breaks out and goes, if you're entering down here and exiting up here, right? I mean, you're making 70, 80% on a trade. That's crazy, right? If you would have bought this dip right here at 15, look at that, all the way up to 30. That's a 100% move right there. So that's beautiful, right? So I like this one. I jumped the gun. I played the weekly. So if it goes lower than 15, I'm going to be very, very surprised. So just for me, I'm looking for the monthly on that one. I'm already in. I'm looking for this one to break out here over 20 and head back here to up here to the red zone. Again, I'm 1 to 6 months out waiting for this to come jump back up here, just like it did here, just like it did here. Okay, right here, I got to the 50% line. But this is a newer company. They're a cybersecurity company. It was also a fundamental base play because I think cybersecurity companies are going to do very well. And their earnings are going up, right? You guys can see their revenue here on TradingView. When you click this E, it tells you. You can see they made 225 million. Then they made 229. Then they made 242. So they're making money, right? Quarter over quarter. And with a company like that, as it grows, it's going to, if it continues to grow at that rate, you know, every quarter it's going up a little bit, going up a little bit over time. That's good for the company. That means they're getting business and they're doing something right. So I like that company. And I have a position on that one too. So I'm a little biased. CLSK, this one has the monthly still. I really was going to buy this dip here, but I didn't. Down here at $10 on this, right? It was giving us the green dot down here in September at $9. Okay, now you guys are starting to chatter and ask me if it's too late. I don't think it's too late. It's just you already missed about 27% of the trade, right? If you were looking to buy CLSK, you should have bought it right there with confidence, right? If you didn't buy it, you weren't confident enough. So it has about, that's an 84% if you bought the green dot, but now the price, you can see 51%. So the risk to reward goes from this 12% to 27%, right? So you're risking more now. You can't, right? You missed the meat of the move, but it has a 50% move back to the top. That's about a 2-to-1 trade ratio, right? 2-to-1 if you're using this as a stop loss at 9. And I don't see CLSK going lower than 9. I could see this one back up here at 16 here by the end of the month. Yeah, I really like, we should really deep dive into UPS. I think UPS would be an interesting play there at 80. I mean, it's literally down from what was that, 230? I mean, That's when you want to buy a stock. When see how I've lost confidence in it? When you lose confidence in a stock or a company, I mean that's when you know everybody's out, right? Because again, we should be buying in despair, right? Despair. This big drop just happened, so people are giving up. People are talking bad about it. They're doubtful. You know, if you believe the company's going to survive, if you don't think UPS will go under, then it's a great buy. And I don't know if they'll go under or not. I can't say, right? I can't predict the future. I could just tell you right now, you're at a 5-year low. So if you like UPS, if you believe in it, if you're passionate about it, right, this is a signal to buy some and hold it, right? If you want to give it to your kids or your grandkids or whatever, be thinking, right, I'm going to hold this for at least 1 to 6 months. You could hold it for 2 years. This is more of probably a 1 to 2 year play, I would say, if you're going to play it down here. Because if this goes back to 220, yeah, that's a dandy. That's 170%. So you're almost tripling your money there on UPS if it goes back to all-time highs. Yep, Snap and RR are doing really good. Snap and RR are doing very, very good. Snap doesn't even have the monthly yet. But we got that weekly right now. And that one's got some room. That one has some room. Okay, we've been consolidating for a long time. You know what this reminds me of? XRP. Look at this. Y'all feel me on this? Look at XRP. Look how long that went sideways for. Since 2018 all the way over here to 2020. 2 years of just sideways. And then what happened? Boom. What did it do? It pulled back for another year. Gave us the green dots down here at 34. Went sideways. Got the green dot here. Did the ripski. Okay. That was our entry on XRP. Okay. People were laughing at XRP back here at 50 cents. Okay. Long consolidation. Big move. Okay. That was XRP. And then look at Snap. Look at this. Something's happening down here. I like it. I mean, if I got to hold this thing for 2 years, so be it. But if this goes anywhere close to 80, I'll be very happy. Okay, and I'm willing to wait for as long as it takes. When I get my sell signal is when I'll sell it, right? When this stochastic comes back up here, that's when I'm going to sell my Snap. Or when it gets up here to the red zone. I'm not selling it right now. We're just breaking out here. Looks like they had news today, too. A class action lawsuit has been filed against Snap on behalf of investors who allegedly suffered losses due to security frauds occurring between April 29th and August 5th. So, whatever. They're getting sued. The stock doesn't care. It's just going up. They're trying to scare you out. That's like scary news. Oh, they're being sued. Stock doesn't care. Stock's just pumping. Okay, so first target on that's 12. I still like Snap. Still holding that one. Pepe's got some room to go here. So that one doesn't have data on the monthly, but you could see how low the stochastic is. You can't see the red and green dots because it just came out back here in 2023. So you can't see those dots because, right, there's no information yet. It's too new. So if you can't see it, you just got to use a smaller time frame, right? Go to the weekly. See, boom, green dot right there around a penny. Okay, looks really good. Okay, that entry right there came at around a penny. And we're targeting this red zone. So from here, that's 96% on Pepe. So I still like it down here. If you believe in it, I think it's in a good spot. VVS, this one just needs the daily. This one does have the monthly. So this one just needs the daily. We're looking for the daily. This one might set up good for this week. Watch for that daily alert. I got this one in my portfolio too. So if you guys don't know what VVS is, it's a DEX on Chronos. So you guys, a lot of you are familiar with Arrow. So Arrow is pretty much the same. It's the same company concept, right? Arrow is a liquidity provider and DeFi protocol for the base network. VVS is the same thing, but for the Chronos network. So CRO, a lot of you familiar with CRO. Again, this one had a huge move for us as well. We were buying CRO back here at 8 cents. It went all the way up to 35. Okay, that was a monster move there. Again, profit taken up here in the red zone. Now it's having a pullback. Well, what we're looking for on the pullback is simply the daily green dot. CRO is another one that looks Very, very interesting here. Again, we bought this on the golden dot. If you guys aren't familiar with the golden dots, we also call those out over here in the Discord as well. The daily gold dot. Okay, those are also signals that we look to take a 1 to 6 month trade on. Okay, they are very accurate signals. You can see Ondo got one back in June. UNH got one back in May. Okay, this was a long time. That UNH one came May 21st. Let's go to May 21st. That was right here. May 21st, $300. It's already up to around $350. So that was the signal right there. Boom. Okay, so those are pretty rare, but they do come. And again, we entered that CRO position at 7 cents. I sold mine right here around like 18. It pulled back, and then it had that big deal with the Trump media company, and it absolutely exploded. I was happy taking profits in this area because, again, I bought it 7 cents. I made like 150% on that trade. So, yeah, I didn't get the whole shebang. But again, if you look at our cheat sheet, we want to get in, but we don't want to ever try to time the top because you'll always try to be timing the top. You want to have a target. So if the price is around the red zone or in the red zone, give it a red dot, I'm taking profits because I got to stay disciplined to the strategy. Okay, we might not get the top every single time. Sometimes we might nail it. We just want to get out around it, right? Around it. Okay, and again, yeah, sometimes you miss a big run up, but that's part of trading. It's okay. As long as you're making 100 to 150%, it does not. This doesn't really matter, okay? Because the meat of the trade was right here. This was the disciplined trade from 7 to 17. That was the disciplined trade. This was the hope trade right here, hold and hope trade, which works sometimes, obviously. But again, if this went back down here to 10 cents, you wouldn't have felt very good about not selling here. So at some point, it becomes a coin flip. But if you could stay disciplined and use a strategy, that's where mathematics kicks in. Okay. Donut. This one had a nice pop this morning, and then they sunk it right back down. I'm still long on this up here to the red zone. 10 to 12 bucks. Krispy Kreme donuts down here at $3. I mean, Krispy Kreme donuts are good donuts. I don't think they're going bankrupt. I think someone can either buy them out or make a deal with them. And, that'll cause their stock price to go back up. I think what happened here is they lost their deal with McDonald's. So I think McDonald's dumped a bunch of shares, and it's just trading down here at $3. It's just a $3 stock. I mean, Krispy Kreme donuts, I grew up on those things. I don't think they're going anywhere. And if they do, that would be a shame. But trading the stock, I'm long on it. I own some shares. I'm going to wait till it comes back up here to 10 to 12. All-time high was 20. So $3 is pretty cheap price for Krispy Kreme donuts. They're making around $380 million a quarter right now. So they're not going broke. They're reporting revenue, right? They're reporting revenue. So, yeah. I like it. I like donut at 3. Holding to the red zone. Here's meme of the day, fart coin. No data on the monthly chart yet, so we got to use the weekly. Just waiting on that weekly. Okay, waiting on that weekly signal. I play it off the weekly signal. Okay, and again, if you guys do not have the indicators as well, if you guys do not have the Fibonacci zones, the red and green dots, the MACD, you guys can download everything by coming over here to the Discord and going over to the onboarding section here, hitting trading indicator. This link right here will get you the indicators. Okay, it takes a couple of clicks and everything loads into TradingView. All you need is a TradingView account, an essential TradingView account, and all of these indicators will work on your screen. I mean, your thing's going to look exactly like what you're seeing here on this video. That link will take you there. If you have questions or need support with that, just feel free to shoot me an email. I'm happy to help you, but it's a pretty straightforward process, and you could download those for yourself today. We got XLM is the next one. So again, XLM, we played this one back here in November at around 9 to 10 cents. This thing went all the way up to 60 cents. That was almost a 600% move in 30 days off of that signal. And again, that was called out in November. Beautiful trade here. It had a little pullback here to 20, and it's sitting right here at 40. So as long as this thing can hold on to 30, I would say it looks good. 30 cents as a stop loss, I think it looks good. You could look for either the stochastic here to come up here and touch that white dotted line, or look for it to come up here to like 50 cents. Not a lot of meat on that bone, in my opinion. Okay, there's some other names that are deeper here in the golden zone, like this one, ICP's hanging out right here around 480. ICP is an interesting one. It's interesting. It doesn't have the green dot yet on the monthly, but you could see how oversold it is. This thing's down here at 2023 lows in these prices. So really all you got to do on ICP is wait for the green dot, but I do think this could come here in the next, I would say, 1 to 2 months. And it's hard to say not to buy it right here at 480 if you like the project, because we're literally sitting on the floor of the Fibonacci. And again, if you're sticking to the plan, wait until we get back to the red zone. I mean, right now that's sitting up there at $12. So 150% back to the top, and we're waiting 1 to 6 months to get back up there. So if you want to stick to the strategy, right, wait for the monthly, but, be forward thinking. Do you think this could come in the next, 1 to 2 months? So be ready for it. Okay. I don't see ICP going lower than 4. If it did, I would consider buying it if it went below 4. I would just add to it if it went any lower. But I do like ICP at these levels, right here around 5. Velodrome Finance. Okay, this one's down here at the bottom as well, sitting at 5 cents. I like it. I mean, if I believe in the project, I want to buy it at these lows. These are the lows from 2024. No data on the indicator, so we got to use the weekly. Weekly's green here. This one's just building a base, just kind of going sideways. Again, if you believe in this project, I would be buying it down here, looking to sell up here at around 20 cents. All right, so no data on the monthly, so we got to use the weekly. No data on the weekly. Let me see if there's another chart here. Yeah, there we go. So target on this is up here at 0.015 to 0.02. It does not have the monthly yet. I bought this one last month because the monthly dot did actually show up, but a dot is not confirmed until it prints. So it didn't close the month green, so it actually faded. So you can make the choice to sell here or just hold. I'm choosing to hold here, okay, because I did enter off the signal, but it did fade away, but it's literally still sitting in the same range, right? So that dot on the monthly is pretty much telling me, like, hey, if it goes to 0.005, just buy more, because we'll be at the bottom of the fib where we bounced last time. Again, we're always targeting up here. So I like the trade. I've heard a little bit about this project, don't know too much about it, but I like what I hear so far, and the chart looks very interesting down here. Others, this is the total market cap excluding the top 10. Looks bullish to me, man. I don't know who requested this, but I mean, that dot is green and pointing up. This is also getting the MACD crossover here on the monthly. I think altcoins are really about to explode, folks. So this is think of this like an ETF or a sector, right? So it's the total market cap minus the top 10. So your top 10 are going to be, right, you can go look up the top 10. See, the top 10 is going to be BTC, Ethereum, XRP, Binance, Solana, Doge, Tron, and Cardano. So everything minus those. So everything after, right, Hyperliquid is number 11. And then Chainlink at number 12. Chainlink, baby. We're climbing the ranks. I want to see Chainlink like up here at number 3. That'd be awesome. But I mean, if you look at this chart, right, if we're looking at it using our strategy, that green dot on the monthly, right, that means we're going up. Red dot means we're going down. Red dot means we're going down. Green dot means we're going up. And again, our time frame for that is when the stochastic gets closer to this white dotted line. And I think that's going to happen probably in the next 1 to 6 months. Okay? Came in July. The signal came in July. That is very bullish. Thank you for requesting this. I'm going to actually add this into our watch list because I want the signals on that. That's a very interesting. The other one we follow is Total 3. So the Total 3 is everything but Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? So everything minus, right, XRP, BNB, Solana, everything minus these two. Okay, what is the direction of those? And you can see that on the chart here. It's up because, again, we're green. We've been green. Okay, moving. Didn't want to buy during this time. This was the bear market. This was a year and a half. Going down, 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 to down, to down, down. All the way down. Signals came down here in 2023. Look at us now. Okay, we're moving. We're still green. We're still bullish on alts. And I really think there's going to be a blow off top over the next 1 to 3 months, according to the Fed. They're going to be lowering rates for at least 3 months, they said. So that's risk on. That's a good thing for the markets because it becomes easier to borrow money and technically inject into the market, inject into the economy. So it's good for businesses, good for home builders, right? Lower rates is a good thing. You're paying less interest to the bank, so your payment is smaller. So it's a good thing for stocks, crypto, real estate, everything. It'll be interesting to see how the jobs numbers are going to be affected by that too. We got others. We just covered that. Again, that looks really good still. SMCI. This is super microcomputer. So this is very interesting here if you guys want to pay attention. This red dot is showing up, right? So this is telling you, like, this is a very important support level. Okay, how can you tell what the support level is? I normally like to come over here and see the first number that we are above on that. So right now, that's telling me right now, if this doesn't hold 40, okay, you're in trouble. But this is telling me that we're at a really important turning point here. If SMCI goes back up, okay, we could see this thing at 60 to 80. So a red dot on the monthly doesn't always mean sell instantly. It's, hey, make a decision here, okay? So you can make a decision to, A, take profits or set a stop loss. So SMCI, if I were playing this red dot here on the monthly, I would just set a stop loss at like 39.70, okay? Because that's right under that $40 level. I never want to set it on the exact level. I like to set it a little bit below. But you can pay attention to these numbers on the side here and it will tell you, right? Stop loss at 40 looks good, okay? Off the red dot. I don't have to panic sell this. I could just say, okay, what's the level we need to hold here, right? That would be $40. So this thing looks like it wants to keep going here. I know it has a red dot, but technically it's still green because like I said earlier, a dot can fade from the chart. This red dot could go away, okay? If this price goes up, that dot could fade by October. So check the level. Okay, use a stop loss or watch the level. Make sure it holds. Okay, and it looks like the red zone's sitting right there at 60. So that'd be your next level right there to look to take profit. Would be 60 and then 80 and then 100. Ladder out. Okay, I like SMCI. UNH, green dot. Okay, we're bullish on this thing over 300. Okay, 300 is the support. If you could buy it here at 340, if it goes back down to 300, I would just buy more at 300 if it dropped. But I think you start a position here. You got to start a position here on the monthly. Okay? You got the opportunity to buy this down here at 250. I think the green dot on the monthly came here around 300 to 315. So again, a lot of room back up here to 550, 600. These guys are under a lot of scrutiny. So there's some fundamental things going on in healthcare. And yeah, it's just interesting to watch here. So it's got the green dot on the monthly. But 300 is your trade level. So I would start the position here. If this was me trading it, right? A green dot here on the monthly. I got to act, right? That's okay. I'm buying and I'm holding for 1 to 6 months or until I hit my price target. Okay. My price target is when this stochastic comes up here and hits the white dotted line or the daily, right? We get up here to 550 to 600. Okay, because those are my targets, right? Everyone talks about the buying strategy. I have a buying strategy. Everybody should have a buying strategy, but you also need to determine your selling strategy. Where am I going to take profits? Okay, we would say at $600 here, 550 to 600. This is where our take profit would be. If we get back up there in the next 1 to 6 months, that's an 82% trade. Okay, most people are happy with 5% a year giving it to their money managers. You're making 80% here on a company, one of the biggest companies in the world. They make $111 billion a quarter. They're almost bigger than Amazon. What is Amazon's quarterly revenue? 167. So they're not quite as big as Amazon, but they're pretty close. UNH, you got to be a buyer of, though. You got to be a buyer. If you're not worried about the fundamentals or them going under, they just got their CEO killed. I mean, there's some weird stuff going on there. So, you know, you got to think about those risks, but at times of fear like that, when people are freaked out, that's typically, you know, when you can get the deals because no one else is buying. The majority of people are selling. You're starting to see the sentiment shift a little bit, but you just got to keep in mind, right, the psychology of, hey, am I buying when people are really excited about it and having a good time and
throwing a party and telling everybody to buy it? Or am I buying it when people are kind of like, I don't know, this was like at 250, 250. The bottom, this right here was 250 on UNH. The bottom was what? Right? It was at 250. 250. Boom. This was despair, the end of despair. It popped up, sank a little bit more, and now we're on the way back up. So UNH looks good. You got to be a buyer off the green dots. As long as the dot is green on the monthly, we are right then waiting for our sell targets to hit. But that is a buy signal there for UNH. As long as they don't as long as they don't go under, there's nothing to be worried about there. And again, I think their stock fell because they were under a lawsuit or something. So again, all noise. The charts are the most important thing. We don't like to listen to the news very much, but the charts are the most important thing. But it is important to buy good quality projects, good quality companies, and not chase the quick pumps. AVNT, this one's got the green on the monthly, so you got to act. That one looks good. Off the monthly signal there, target would be back up here between 48 and 52. Again, we don't mind these red dots because they're not in the red zone. We want the red dots up in the red zone. I like this one. How much money did they make? Almost $1 billion. Wow. What is this? AVNT? If you guys are a member of the Discord, you guys can come over here and check out the research tool. So with this tool, you just type in /info, and then you type in the ticker. So the ticker on this was AVNT. So you can look up the stock. You just click on the stock, and then you hit enter. Sorry, I'm kind of fast sometimes, but you can see that it's a leading provider of specialized and sustainable material solutions here. Okay, $3 billion market cap. They're into specialty chemicals. Looks good. Back to 48 to 52. TRB. TRB's got the green dot there on the monthly. Boom. So that's a go. That's an Ethereum altcoin too. That looks good. Okay, target on that would be up here between 60 and 70. We got Prime. Prime's down here on the floor, looking for that green dot there on the monthly, but it is at 2023 lows right now. It bounced right here at 150, went to around 27. So it's at the 2-year low right now at $2. Wix, that actually looks interesting there. We'll add that one into the watch list. We'll put that one. It's got to go on the red list because it's not green yet. Come over here to the red list. So when this pops, when that monthly pops, we will be alerted over here under the monthly alert section. So watch Prime. I just added that one back in. Where do we go here? Wix. Wix looks like it's trying to reverse here. This one looks good above 160. No green dot on the monthly yet. That's weird. It hasn't popped yet. It's got some room back to 220 to 240. What I do on Wix is look for a pullback now, like a quick pullback, maybe back here to 160 or so. Right? Just look for the daily now. You missed the daily. So right now, it'd be okay to take a little bit of profit because we're at that 50% line, that red line there. That's the 50% line. So again, if you got in down there and exited up here, that's a 60% trade. So you could take half off here and then get back in on a daily because this has ran 60% really fast. Not saying it can't shoot back up here to 220 to 240, but if you own it from down here, I would be looking for a pullback to re-enter if it even did, and then look to sell up here between 220 and 240. Yeah, my wife loves Halloween. I don't know what it is about Halloween. I'm just not a big fan. Not a big fan. I like Thanksgiving. I like Christmas. Getting together with family and friends and just spending time. $0.49 would be the stop loss here on STX. We need the green dot there. Green dot there on STX. Target would be up there between 150 and 2. And that's still a hold. Still in the bottom zone, right? Going sideways. We're just looking for that green dot on the monthly. I think it came right here in August, and then it faded. So we're looking for that to come back here. I think it comes back in April. Sometime in April. I'm sorry, October. We got TAI. Looks like it's reversing, going back up. Red zone's up here between 30 and 40 cents. Just looking for the daily greens now. You got one back here at around 5 cents. And this chart's back down here at the lows. I like it at 7 cents. A lot of people were talking about this up at 40, 50 cents. This one looks good down here at 6. And I think you can stake this one on their website as well. I think that's worth a look. I think it's definitely worth a look. Interesting project. And I like TAI. I'd be a buyer down here on any of these dailies or 4 hours. Okay. The 4-hour dots we also look to add on. That's more of an advanced strategy. If you guys are new, I just try to stick to one time frame. But we do incorporate the 4-hour as well. And you can see it's given 2 down here in September. And quite a ways off that red zone there. So 30 and 40 cents would be the target here on TAI. I like it down here at around 6, 7 cents. We got Solana up here in the red zone now. So I would set my stop loss now at 25, 225. If you want to keep playing that, or look to take profit when this stochastic gets back up here to the white dotted. We got room there in the red zone. We don't got any room. We got a little room to the top, but again, red in the red zone, not a bad place to take some off, because again, we were entering down here at 160. Okay, we were looking to buy down in this area. We want to buy when this wave on the dailies down here. Okay, and we're reversing. Nice move there from 160 to 240 on Solana. Anybody get in on that one? 51%. Nice. Okay, so that's sell target number 1. So I would trim some Solana, and then I would sell the rest of it when the stochastic got back up here. But that looks really good. We need Solana to do well. Yeah, TAI could definitely... TAI is part of that others index, so it'll be interesting to see. I mean, this thing's at a low right now, a really nice low down here at 6, so 0.068. Closer to 7 right now, but it's interesting. Might be worth swapping Solana for this. This is a Solana ecosystem coin here. Taking profits, right? Take your profits on Sol up here in the red zone, roll it into something else like TAI, okay, that has room to go back to 30 to 40 cents. I mean, that's the ideal way to play that. Bonk's got some room here too. Got a green dot here on the weekly, so looking for that one to come up here to 0.003 to 0.004. It's looking really good. We got some room back there to the red zone too. Not a bad place to add on a daily if it comes here around 0.025. I like that one here. SRPT. And again, guys, these are just right out of the Discord here. I just loaded this up into a playlist. So right now we're covering your chart requests over here. So I've loaded all these up into this playlist so we don't got to go back and forth. Saves a lot of time. It saved a lot of time, and you know, time is of the essence. Time is the most expensive thing on planet Earth. How we spend it and who we spend it with. I feel blessed for the Spartans. I'll say that. I'm very, very honored to be the leader in this community. I tell you guys all the time, this channel isn't about me. It's not about you. It's about all of us working together here. Jeff, you think you could keep chat on point here? I want to turn the chat on here. I want to see some love from the Spartans. Okay, we got moderators now, so let's give this a shot here. Let me turn that. Boom. Bang. Chat should be a go now. Shout out to everyone who made it the first hour. If you guys are just joining, welcome. These replays are always available on YouTube. If you guys are late for a live or couldn't make it on time, these are always available on YouTube. They are also posted over here in the Discord. The Discord is completely free to join. We do have a membership that gets you a few more perks, but you can always catch the latest episode on Wednesday and Fridays here in the Discord. And if we can get this stream to 300 likes today, I'll be giving away 100 XRP. 300 likes on the stream. If we could do it on the replay, I'll do it. I'll do it anyway. 100 XRP. If we can get this stream to 300 likes, it has to be by Friday, though. Has to be by Friday's stream to do it. 300 likes on the replay. I appreciate a thumbs up. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, it is a true honor.
SRPT, this looks like a therapeutics company. That one's got the green monthly. So if you believe in this company, I mean, it's at 2016 lows here. 2016 lows. Wow. I mean, you're buying it at the lowest price in 9 years. 9 years ago, it was down here. It went all the way up to 175. I like this one. I want to do some more research on this one. I mean, it is a falling knife, but they just had an earnings. Be interesting to look at the news on this one. Maintained a market perform. I'm going to go ahead and add this one in. I like this one. I love the call out. Okay, you guys ever see a green dot? Call it out. Okay, call it out. That's a beautiful call out right there. Again, this is not knowing anything about the company. Let's look this up real quick. SRPT over here in the research tool. SRPT. Boom. Okay, it's a biotech company, obviously. 1,372 employees. They're located in Massachusetts. So they're dedicated to developing precision medicine for the treatment of rare neuromuscular diseases. So it'd be interesting to know why their stock just fell off a cliff. As long as they're not going under. I mean, they just did report their first earnings win in 2 quarters. So I like it. I mean, honestly, I'd play this with healthcare. Healthcare stocks should always do good in bear markets. I do think a bear market is going to come, not anytime soon, but in the next 1 to 3, maybe 4 months will be around the time I will be looking to take profits on a lot of my positions. When I hit my sell targets, I am taking my profits, and I think that's going to come here in the next 1 to, obviously 1 to 6, but I'm thinking it's more like 1 to 3, 1 to 4 now. So we're getting close. We're getting close to a place where it's going to be profit taking time. And then you look for things like this, right? And then you take advantage of these positions. This is a different sector, right? This is a healthcare sector. So favorite call out of the day right there is SRPT. All I know about it so far is that they make genetic medicine for, right, neuromuscular diseases. So that's like, I think that's like Parkinson's disease and things like that. So if someone can tell me why they dropped from 175 to 17, that'd be awesome. That's the missing piece of information that we would need right now. Because chart says yes. Chart says awesome time to buy. So I put that one on the watch list and got the daily. I mean, $17 looks like a good place to own it if you believe in it. So it's just a matter of fundamentals and conviction. Iron's way too high. This is a great day trading stock, but not for our strategy. This thing is just lifting off. You can see sell target hitting, right? We might not time the exact top, but if you're getting in down here, you're getting in at $15, $16. Things at 38. We're not chasing. Maybe day trade. This would be a great one to day trade. I'm not a day trader, but this one is very, very strong here. That would not be a swing trade. We're not looking to go 1 to 6 months out on that. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Sell target. Boom. Boom. Red dot in the red zone. Glory to God. Appreciate the likes, guys. Appreciate the likes. Again, 300 by Friday's stream, and I'll give away 100 XRP. And if you haven't entered the giveaway on Twitter, I'm going to give away some Riz. Rivals Network. Make sure you go enter for that. At Overkill Trading on Twitter. That's down here in the giveaways section. All you got to do is comment, retweet, and enter. Yes, sir. Happy to do it. Mammo looks like a rug. A lot of you guys were buying this one. Again, I try to stay away from these kind of projects when they're very, very new. Okay, very, very new. This has only been around since August.
and it's selling off. So not chasing that one. There's just not enough data for me. It's going right down right now. So Deft is coming up. Yeah, it's on this list. Ondo curling here. Ondo's doing very well, sitting up here at 104. We entered Ondo. I didn't enter, but a lot of you guys did in the Discord off this golden dot. 80 cents, 24% move. Target on that's 140 to 160 for the daily strategy, and then for the week or the monthly, boom. I would probably target 150. 150 be a good place to take some off, and then after that, around I would say 2. But that looks really good. I mean, it's curling up, not down. I like that one. And it's not in the red zone yet, so not too much to worry about on Ondo. That one's still a hold and looking to add on the dailies. Thank you. What are you talking about, DJ? Selling what? I always recommend selling 25 to 100%. 20 if you're 25% at the minimum if you feel like selling. 100% if you feel like it's the top, obviously. 50%, you don't have to sell it all at once, but you can take profit, right, in those places. Sell half here, right, and then maybe wait for the stochastic to get back up here on the monthly. Here's another one. IBRX with a monthly here. Looks like another penny stock here. So target on that would be up here between 5 and 6. But it does have the signal there on the monthly. How much are these guys making? About 24. So they're a smaller company. I like that other one just because they only have around 26 million in revenue compared to that other, what do we look at? SRPT. They have 600 million in revenue and they crushed their revenue. So I would rather take this company over this company because they're just bigger, right? They have $611 million in revenue in 4 months, while this company had 26. So it's all about your risk tolerance. Again, fundamentals matter to me. I want to make sure the company's has positive earnings and they're making money, right? Because they're not making money, that gives the risk of bankruptcy and things like that. So again, SRPT would be my trade on this. That's a penny stock. They need to prove themselves a little more. OX, what is that? OXY. This one still has the monthly here. We're kind of just waiting to see what we do here around 50. We're either going to break up over 50 or we're just going to keep consolidating here. But the trend is up. We're slowly going up. We're just waiting to hit our target. Okay, target on this one is right here at 55. 50 to 55. We're looking for 55 here on OXY. So watching for a red dot on this one. A red dot will be the tell on this one. Stochastic still pointing up and in our direction. I think it looks good with a target at 55. Still holding that one. SEI looks good. Just needs a green dot here on the daily. Weekly's green here. Just needs that green dot there on the daily on SEI. Absolutely happy to pray. If you guys got prayer requests, just drop them in the chat. You guys be praying for each other. DJ, you can never know for sure if it's going to go up or down. SEI, again, looking to add on the green. This one looks like support's going to be right here at 30. So up above 30, SEI looks very bullish. Target's still 40 to 50 cents on that one. Okay, looks good. Stochastic still way down here. Looking for that to push back up here. If it breaks 40 cents, that'd be very bullish. We definitely send back there to 60 to 80. I like SEI. Again, targeting anywhere from 40 to 50. Looking for a bounce here at 30 cents. Atom, still green on the monthly. Still just consolidating. Looking for 7 on Atom. I like that one down here. LCX, another one that looks good. This one actually, I think, has the monthly showing up. Yep. That looks good. Okay, you can see 10 cents. Boom. That's where the buyer stepped in, 10 cents. It's got the green dot of the monthly, looking for that stochastic to get higher here. I like that one a lot at 14. LCX is probably my second favorite pick from these names. First one was that therapeutics company that someone requested, SRPT. I like others too, though. Others looks awesome, and that's actually all altcoins outside of the top 10. But LCX looks good. LCX would qualify for that. Others, and yeah, that looks really good with a target of 25 cents right there. We got OP. Yeah, we'll get to H bar. OP, $2 on the target. Looks good to me. Up above 80 cents now. I love that, dude. We're buying this at 70. Where are we buying this? Right here at 70. Boom. I think we bought right there. Target up here at 2. It's got room. Looks good. Let's go. Send it. And that news from Powell today was bullish, guys. If you guys haven't been around and don't understand rate cuts, when rates get cut, it's good for the economy. That means more money is injected into the economy, right, to create jobs. It becomes easier to borrow money. So companies are able to borrow money and they can hire employees, they can upgrade their businesses, they can do things for a less amount, right? If you go buy a house right now, the rate is now cheaper. So your payment, if you went and looked to buy a house last week, your rate is going to be lower today than it was yesterday by 0.25 basis points. So that's a good thing, which means you're not paying as much in interest to the banks. So it's good, right, for home builders and things like that. And they're going to cut 3 times over the next 1 to 3 months. 25% or 0.25, 0.25, 0.25 in a 3-month span. Trump came out, he said he wanted a whole point cut right now. They're going to expand it. They're doing 0.25, 0.25, 0.25 over the next 3 months. So it's crazy. Economics is one of the most interesting things, I think, because there's so many factors rely on it, and it's ultimately a tool, right, to almost predict what's coming next. I mean, if we were to predict anything right now, we would predict that we're going to have a pretty good couple months in stocks and cryptocurrency. In the world, I don't know. I can't speak for that, but right now is chaos. I think when stuff gets up here, this is when there's prosperity, things are going good, right? Typically, when you're looking at it from a psychological standpoint, right? Right now, you see a lot of wars, things like that. It all has an effect on consumer confidence, but you could see that this thing is curling up, and it's got our signal. So you got to be a buyer of OP. That one's in the portfolio too. I got that at 70 cents. We got IMX still looking good. Where'd we call this one out back in July at 50 cents? It's already up 50% from where we called it out. Okay, we called this one out again right there in July. Bang. Now it's turning the corner. So I think this one's at least getting back up here to 2. That'd be my first target. That's going to be the top of the fib, or a little bit over the fib there. So 150 to 2 would be a good target for IMX. I would probably take profit right there around 150, just because I don't know too much about the coin. But what I do know is that the chart looks very bullish, bouncing here at a very important level off of 2-year lows. Lowest price in 2 years, expensive price. Fair price, good price, okay? We want to buy at a good price. We're buying down here with a green dot. According to this AI or whatever you want to call it, I mean, it's technology that we have access to read charts, and we can look back on charts, and history doesn't always repeat itself, but it rhymes. Okay, if you're buying Bitcoin here in 2015, you were buying it at $500. If you're buying it right here in 2019, you're buying it at $3,000. If you're buying it right here in 2023, you were buying it at 17. People are buying it up here at 117. So nothing goes up forever. Okay, we eventually come down, we correct. Markets get flushed out. People forget about things. That's when it's time to buy, right? We want to buy in despair, okay? When things are bad, when not a lot of people are talking about it. Bitcoin is up 500% on the year. I mean, if you got in down here off that green dot 2 years ago, you're up 500%. If you're in down here up 500%, not taking profits, you're greedy. I mean, that's just how it is. Can it keep going? Yeah, but eventually there's going to be some type of event that's going to cause this to crash back down, and this is when we're going to get back into the saddle, right, on a monthly swing trading strategy. IMX here. Again, green there on the monthly looks good. We got HFT, green on the monthly. You just want to make sure that one holds 0.004. I don't know too much about that, but it does have a green dot there on the monthly, just ranging right here, looking for a move maybe back to 20 cents or the top of the fib, which is, yeah, right around 20 cents there. APT, need that green monthly, but it looks good down here at 450. I like it. I think that dot's coming probably in the next 1 to 2 months. BBAI, nice move up to 6. We were getting these dots right here around 5. Nice move here. Stochastic's topping out. Target on this could be up here around 8 to 9. Again, red on the monthly, so it's just one of those very new penny stock like companies. I'm not saying this can't go back to 8 to 10, but I did not take that trade. It did bounce on the average. I don't know. Something about the company. I just don't know too much about it. It's not been around long enough to prove anything to me. I guess it's been around a while. But, yeah, that's very interesting. It's going to be an interesting one to watch, for sure. That one, $4 is a big level for it. So you can buy it here at 6, right, if you want, and then buy if it goes back down here to 4, and then buy again if it goes back down here to 2, and then just wait. Right now we're just kind of sitting in the middle. If we bounce here, right, it's going back to 10. But if we're wrong, right, if we break 4, we're probably coming back down here to 2. And again, we were calling BBAI out back down here in the golden zone, down here at 250. So BBAI is interesting. I'd be looking to buy. If it has a big red day, if you get it at like 550, that'd be a good buy. If you want to play this thing back up here to 970, I'd try to buy it like right at 550, right there. Looks good though. It's about a 2-to-1 trade. Not my favorite, but looks good. As long as it holds 4. Yeah. Where'd you sell it? This thing went all the way up to 10 and it dropped all the way to 250 and then bounced back up here to 8. And then it dropped again down here to 4. Now it's getting traded. It's very, very popular. But what I don't like about it is the red monthly. That's what worries me. But that just tells you, right, that is your support. 450 is that's your support level if you're taking the trade. So if that's your risk, right, down to 450, if it hits 450, you sell. That's 22, 23%. To make 64, 65%. That's a 2-to-1. It's actually a 3-to-1 ratio. So that's a pretty good ratio if you're playing that with a stop loss at 450. PayPal, nice green dot here today. I got stopped out on this one. I bought some short-term options and the price went sideways. I was thinking we were going to break out. We never did. So the only reason I sold is because my options expired. They expired worthless. You can see over here, I'm down 91%. I lost $4,700 on those. It just went the other way. But I have had some winners. You can see this one right here. Intel, 93%. We're up on that one. We got Snapchat, we're up 34%. That was actually higher here by the end of the day. And then this one here is OXY. That's that oil and gas company that we took a position on. That one's up 41%. So 3 big winners, right? 3 winners makes up for the 1 loser. So again, never risk more than you can afford to lose, right? With options, it's a little trickier, right? You want to use position sizing. You need to bring position sizing into your game when you're trading options. And guys, I'm going to drop an options course next week. I'm going to get it done. I'm going to get the course done, and I'm going to give it to you guys in the Discord. So watch out for that. I'm going to be dropping that if you guys want to learn. I've gotten a lot of questions about it. I've stayed away from it, but I'll give you guys my take on it, and you guys can do with it what you want. It is it adds risk, but if you do it right with position sizing and you do it smart, I think you can make money with options, as you've seen. And those are just a few we've had this year. If you guys want to go see all my trades, you guys can come back here. I tell you everything I buy, everything I sell. I tell you the price I sell it at, buy it at. I document everything. I don't hide anything from you guys. I try to show you it all. I try to be as transparent as possible. I will never take a paid promotion from any company. I don't ever plan to do that. I will never pump and dump anything on you guys. I'll never do it. Okay, I'll never take a paid promotion to sell out my audience. I just won't do it. It just won't happen. So, yeah. If I did ever take a paid promotion, I would let you guys know. Like, you guys would be fully aware. It would be in the description. It would be in the disclaimer. It would be all over the place. You would know, hey, this is a paid promotion from somebody. So, and I would never recommend anything I don't believe in, right? All my tweets, all my messages, all my analysis, guys, these are just my thoughts. Okay? My thoughts, my ideas. So, I want you to be able to develop your own ideas and, opinions about the market as well. But it is very good to have a strategy in place for what you're doing in trading. 90% of people fail at this because they don't have discipline. 97% or something like that. So, discipline, guys, discipline. Expiration date with options. I'm going to go over all that in the course, but typically I look for around 400 days, 350 to 450 days. So about a year and a half is normally, anywhere from a year to a year and a half is normally what I'm looking for with our approach. Shane says XRP's red on the monthly and the daily. XRP somewhere in this list. Yep, it's red on the monthly and red on the, well, it's green up here though. So, I mean, I've been saying you guys should take profits on XRP for a while up here at $3. Again, our entry on this though was 50 cents. We bought XRP at 50 cents, okay? That's an 800% trade on the year. It's already up 800%. Had a big run up, okay? I don't want to get caught in this. If I'm up 800%, I got to take something off. I got to sell half. I got to sell. This is not a bad place to take some off of XRP, in my opinion. Or at least set a stop loss at like 240, 250. Okay, that's where I'd put the stop loss. Look at that SRPT, that one we were just talking about. Just gave that signal right there. But XRP, I would either take some off or use a stop loss at 250. Okay, if it can hold 250 and we can go into another price discovery and pump up to $10, great. Awesome. Okay, but right now, we're looking for it to save that 250 level. So you could add on the green dot on this if you're still bullish, if you think we are going to hit that phase where we blow off the top. But again, up 800% on the year. It's very interesting. Okay, just very interesting. And again, you're seeing the signal right here. Time to make a decision. It's decision time. Doesn't matter what your feelings are, what your emotions are, where you think it's going to go. You got to make a decision, right? Are you going to sell this? Sell 25 to 50% is what is written over here in the dots and signals. Okay, monthly alert, sell or reduce position by 25 to 100%. If you think XRP is going to still go up, don't sell 100%. Sell 25 to 50%. And then cash the rest out when you hit your next target. But again, we're up 800%. Obviously, if this takes over the financial system or does whatever it's going to do, who knows what's going to happen. But they've been saying that's going to happen for a long time. As traders, we got to be disciplined with our signals. Okay? Can't fall in love with the assets. Can't drink too much of the Kool-Aid, if you know what I'm saying. Oscar said he rotated into ADA. Looks good. Got room back to $1 to $1.20. And look at that. That thing's pointing up. I like that one. I'd probably look to sell that one at probably around $2. $2. Link rising good right now. Nice. Back to 24. See, that one's in the red zone. So, right, we got to pay attention to our levels now. Right? What are the levels? Okay, this one's right down here at 20. So, you could have a stop loss at 20 or set it really tight at this month's low. If you think this trend is going to continue, right there at $22. Okay, as long as we hold 22, this low from right here, this thing's very bullish. All we need is a green dot, and this thing's going much, much higher. That's a nice candle right there. Nice reversal candle. That's going to close here in a little less than 2 hours. So we get new daily candles. Again, this is tracked every day. We get new daily candles, and when I talk about the candles, I'm talking about these things. This is the price action on the day, right? We're bullish. Green means buyers are stepping in. Okay, there's buyers stepping in to buy it here at the 250 level. Okay, they're not letting it go below 250. So once we get that confirmation now on the daily, because again, we got the monthly back here in July at 13, 15 bucks, and sitting at 23. Okay, we're already up good. So we need to protect our gains. That's why we use a stop loss. Okay, You can put one at 22.50 or right there at 22. Okay, I'd set the stop probably right there at 22 to 22.50. Okay, but that is looking good. Look at the 4-hour cross there. Boom. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, we added the MACD recently. Again, you guys can get all these indicators over there in the Discord. Let me actually drop that link for you guys here. Just want to make sure everyone has the... Check the live chat right now for the Discord link. Energy sector, like, are you talking about oil and gas? I like it. I like energy right now. The way I'm playing it is I'm playing through this company here. And Warren Buffett owns this company, so I'm targeting 55. I'm bullish on it for the next couple of months. I mean, USO looks really good. This is United States Oil Fund, right? It's green there on the monthly. It's chopping around. Okay, just going sideways here, looking for that break to the upside there. If it goes lower, we'll just buy it down here. Right now, we're just sitting 50-50. This was a great time to buy USO back here in April when everyone was panicking, right? Great place to buy the dip. And then it ripped. Okay, right now, we're at the 50-50 mark. There's a 50-50 chance it's going to go this way, a 50-50 chance it's going to go this way. When you're down here, this is when we want to take those longs. Okay, because from here to here is huge. We'll get the render here. I'm getting through our requests here from the Discord, so if you guys want to get your requests in for next week, I'll try to take some here at the end of stream. If you guys are still around, I'll take your guys' chart requests here from the chat, but I want to get through our members' chart requests first, just be respectful of them and their time. You guys can get these in on Mondays, these chart requests over here on Mondays. Just drop them here inside the chat, and we cover them. I got them all loaded up here in the playlist, so... Yeah, PayPal does look good. I got stopped out, but this thing looks like it's going to rip back up here to 85 to 90. My mistake was playing the short-term options. I bought like options for, I think it was like a month and a half out, and wasn't a good idea. But 31% trade back to the top. I like it. They just had that thing announced with their platform. You're able to send. You're now able to send crypto. They had news drop on that. You guys can look it up. But Ethereum and Bitcoin can now be sent through PayPal, which is pretty cool. If they're going to get a transaction off of that, like a fee, that could bring in some revenue for them. But I like it a lot above 65. RR, I took profits on this one up here around 4. We bought it down here at 240. I think we bought it right in here. Right around here at 240. It's up at 4, so we took profits. I mean, that was 70, what was that, 60, 70%? It was a good trade. Really good trade. So, again, it could break out and keep going. It could do an open door and just absolutely go to the sky. But I'm going to take consistency, okay? I'm going to take the consistency of being correct and having a target, right? I'm selling here. I'm selling up here in the red. That's just the strategy, guys. If this breaks out to 10 tomorrow, I won't care. I will not care because I am happy with 80%. I'm happy. You guys can laugh at me all you want. And I know you're not laughing at me, but you guys get it, right? Sometimes you have that feeling where you think you can keep going, but keep going where? You're already at your target. Pull the trigger, right? You got it lined up right on the deer or whatever you're hunting. You're scoped in. You're right on it. The dot is on it. I mean, it's go time. Right? So pull the trigger. RR. Could keep going. I would definitely use a stop loss right there at 350. What is this? REK? REKR. Got the green dot there on the monthly. Okay, looking for 250 on that. Green dot looks good. What's their earnings look like? About 12 million. Pretty small company, so what do they do? REKR. Again, you guys have access to this as members over here in the Discord. REKR. So you just type in /info. I'll do it slower for you guys. /info. Enter. Okay, and then you type in REKR. whatever the ticker is. It could be crypto, it could be a stock, and that pulls up all the information about the company. So you can see Rector Systems is a company that specializes in providing innovative roadway
intelligence and infrastructure solutions through advanced technologies. So artificial intelligence, they have 319 employees. That's pretty impressive. They're based out of Maryland. Pretty small company. That looks interesting. I'll say that. It looks interesting down there at $1, but it is a penny stock. So be careful on that one. But it looks like, I mean, it's got the green on the monthly, so that's the way to play. That was up there at $24 not too long ago. So that's going to be a riskier trade. First target will be up there at $250. Just look at the, know what you're buying. Understand what you're buying. But sounds pretty legit to me. 319 employees. I mean, that's pretty impressive. So let's keep an eye on that one just for fun. See what it does. I'll put that one in the watch list there. So on this one, you'd be looking for daily dots. Like if it pulled back and gave you a daily dot here, right, that would typically be a place to look to enter. I mean, this dot came right here around 120. It's at 140. So you'd be playing this back to this red zone, right? So that'd be your target there on REKR. That one's on the watch list now. Intel, still just consolidating, waiting for that thing to break out here. We'll see what it does here in the next week or so. We're up pretty big on those options. Intels, these are the Intel ones. I believe we bought the 50s for 2027, January of 2027. I can't remember the price I bought those at, but I'm up, well, I guess I could calculate it. About half of this. We're up about 100%. So we bought them at around 30 cents, technically. And you can see 93% on that. Really good trade. Looking for this one to pull off the 30 to 40 move, though. Probably not a bad place to take some off, but I think this thing has more in it, at least back up here to 28 to 30. Wouldn't be a bad idea to take some off up 90%, but I didn't put that big of a position on, so I'm letting it ride here, seeing what it's going to do. If it can hold on to 24, I think it has a better chance getting up here to 28 to 32 than it does back down here to 34. It's got the green on the daily. You got the momentum going. Let's see if it can break out of this yearly low. I mean, we've been consolidating for a long time. Okay, I like the MACD crossover here on the monthly. Again, easy target right there at $30. That's an easy target. So looking for that on Intel. If it goes back down to 20, I'll probably just buy more. I'll buy more if it goes back down to 20. Not gonna panic if it happens, because again, 20 is back down in the range. 20 is back down here. This is where I want to add, because this is where we bought it. We bought it down here 19, 20 bucks. So we're up a good amount. If it comes back down to that level, who cares? Right? We'll buy more and then wait for it to go back up. Right? Eventually it's got to break out. All right. Monthly's not quite touching there, but I like the MACD crossover. So it's going to be interesting to watch what tech does here. AMD, this one's too close to the red zone. It did get the green dot right here. So if you want to play that, go ahead, but it's a little too close to the red zone. Amazon, very choppy in the red zone, not interested. Riz down 5% today. It's coming back down to the lows we got the golden dot on. So we're still above the level with the golden dot on this one. This is the project that I originally took an investment in. I put a pretty hefty position in it, and I am actually staking it on their website right now for a 7 to 8% APY. And I'm doing a giveaway for it. This is not a paid promotion or anything. I like the project. I like the technology. I'm in the Discord, and I do have interest in their project. So it's a very low cap coin. It's like a $2 million market cap. You guys can research it by going to coinmarketcap.com and then just typing in Riz, the Rivals Network. You can see very low market cap, 1.95 million. Okay, but a lot of stuff checks out. I mean, they got a white paper. They have a Twitter. They have a website you guys could check out. I just really like their website, how it's laid out, what they're doing. They have multiple features where you can earn their coin. I like the staking feature. The staking feature gives me access to earn 7% a year. So I'm just holding this in here. There's about 20 million that I hold of the project. And I'm just earning every single day. So I've earned around 4,500 Riz off that 7% on their website. So if you guys want to learn more about that, they have a guide on their website. It's just stake.rivals.ai. I tagged them in this giveaway. Rivals AI. You can go to their Twitter and learn about them. Do your own due diligence. Look into them. Check them out. Right? You don't just want to buy anything, right? Don't just buy because I buy or I tell you to buy or I'm giving some away. I'm not telling you guys to buy. It's a project that I like. I want to give away some to raise awareness for what they're doing over there. 20,000 Riz giving away that. So make sure you like, retweet, and comment on this. We're going to choose the winner of that on Friday. And if we can get this thing to 300 likes by Friday as well, if you guys are watching the replay right now, we're at about 86 right now on the live. So we can get it to 300. I'll also give away 100 XRP on Friday's stream. I appreciate you guys and everything you're doing. But Riz, I would say the support level's down here at 0.001. Got the golden dot there at 0.015. So we're still just ranging right now. See how we range, went sideways for a while, and then ripped. We're just kind of ranging at the moment. So watching for a green on the daily on that one. And make sure you go enter for that giveaway over here on Twitter. CRSP, this one's up in the red zone, so be thinking about taking some profits up here or looking to take some off. We got TGT, this one's way down here in the buy zone still has a green dot here on the monthly. I love this one down here at 90. I said if it went to 80, I would buy more. My entry came right here at 100, so I'm waiting for it. If there's more blood, I want to get in when it's bloodier. Okay, maybe down here at 60 to 80 if it happens. I mean, we're down here at the bottom of the fib right now, just like we were here. We're just ranging, going sideways. So looking for that bounce. Target on target. Target on target is 140 to 160 there. Yeah, you can call it promoting. I mean, it's not a paid promotion, though. I'm doing it because I actually like the project and because I took an investment in it. So, yeah, that's all there is to it. I like their staking feature. I like how it's laid out, and I like how it's a new project. New projects are not a bad thing to invest into if they catch wind or, they get listed on Coinbase or Binance, then great. We were in at the very bottom. I mean, that thing just came out right back here in February. So it's very new. I mean, it's a very new project. So, like I said, always do your own due diligence, guys. Always. Never invest in a project because I do or somebody else does. Always really look into it. Try to make the decision based on your ideas and your thoughts, with the information you've been provided. Dot here's green on the monthly. So again, this is a monthly signal. Last time we got one was in November. Okay, we went from 450 up to 12 and then sold off for like 7 months. So that was a 30-day, right? 1 month move took 1 month's time to go down here at 4 all the way up here to 10. Very fast move there. So we're targeting 6 to 8 on dot right now. Okay, looks good. Watch for the daily. But everything's looking good here on the daily. Everything's curling. We're going to get some green candles closing here in about 30 minutes. So that's a good sign. Flux, no data on the monthly. Let's go to the weekly. It has the weekly. So if you like this project, 20 cents looks like a good place to add some. Here's Uniswap. Uniswap's bouncing right down here on the average. Another thing we use on our indicators, guys, is an 180-day EMA, 180 to 200. It's typically considered as the average price over 6 months. So it's the EMA exponential moving average is what it's called. 180, this would be 180 days on a daily chart. 180 days is about 6 months worth of time if you're doing 30-day months. So it's about 6 months worth of time. So you can see we're sitting at the average price. Okay, that line, that's the average price over 6 months. When we're off of that line, we're buying it at a premium because we're buying it above the average price over that 6 month period. You can see that's a 30% premium. It's like buying your groceries up 30% when they're up 30%. You want to wait to get it at a fair price, right? Our job as traders is to buy at a fair price. Fair price or a discounted price. If you think it's discounted, you think it's a good company, great. Buy it below the mean. But typically, you want to buy it at least around it. You don't want to buy it separated up off of it. Okay, when you're that far off the mean, you're getting it that far off of the average.
Okay, so Uni looks really good here above 9. It looks like it's going to bounce right there around the average. And again, that dot is green on the monthly. It's been green since July, so we are bullish and looking to buy any and every pullback we get on this thing. And I like this one. That one's probably my third favorite on the day, Uniswap. For a green dot here, $9 looks like it's the bottom. Looks like 9's the bottom here. ABTC. This is Donald Trump's new company. Bitcoin company, man, they're really cashing out on the crypto stuff, aren't they? I don't know. I got to put the fib back on here. So it's up in the red zone. I just don't know. I really don't like buying brand new companies. I just don't. I want them to... It doesn't look brand new, but I think they just took over or something, or I don't know. A lot of news, a lot of chatter. You know, I'm good. I'm good. The hype is not my favorite thing to play. I want to buy when things are quiet, right? When it's stealthy, when people have forgotten about it. Not when everyone's talking about it and they're IPOing and, right, everyone's noticing. That's when we're up here. If we could buy in the stealth phase, this is when no one's talking about it, right? When things are quiet, that's when you want to move in. Okay, people were laughing when we were saying buy Ethereum down here at 2,000 and down here at 1,500. They're not laughing now. Now people are buying it, right? Now everyone's talking about it. Now everyone's excited about it, right? We're up here. So, or somewhere, right, in this range. We could get a move higher. We could not, okay? So it's in the red zone, though. Ethereum is in the red zone. We are not looking to take positions on Ethereum. Not, okay? We were buying it down here. We don't want to buy in the red zone. It's just something we don't do. If it breaks out to 6,000, great. That's fine. Okay, we already took our 73% profit. Do you understand? SUI up 5%. Yeah, everything's curling here. So we've had a target of on SUI at $5 here for a while. We'll see if it gets there. Would love to see a green dot here. We got a green dot coming here at 5 p.m. That's in about, I can't do the math right now, an hour 27. An hour 27. Boom. New daily. Okay, you'll get the green dot here on the daily. So watching 5 on that one. Novax, got the green dot down here around 8. Things pushing up. Just looking for that to retract back in here to the red zone there. That was down 2% on the day. Here's RAR, pharmaceutical company, needs the monthly. LYSD, touching the stochastic up here on the monthly, not interested. Okay, we're interested down here at 4. CRO, as long as this one can hold on to 20, it looks good. So still green on the monthly. It's already had a monster move, guys. I mean, if you guys were buying back here off the golden dot back in March, that was March, and you held it till now, you're up 376%. 376. Okay, I sold a little too early. I sold right here. Got antsy. Okay, and of course they get the home run deal, and it goes parabolic. But I don't know if this thing's done or not. If you want to play some continuation, what I would do is play the green dot here on the daily. That will be called out over here in the daily alert section. So again, the monthly is green. Now where we look to add is the daily. Okay, looking for that daily dot now on CRO. For an ad, hopefully you took some profits at 30 cents because that was a big monster move. You had the signal right there at 30 cents. Okay, so watch for the green if you're looking for a place to snag that one. But it would not be a 1 to 6 month. That'd be a quicker trade than anything. KAS looks good. Lots of room to go back to 14. Looking for that green monthly. Giga. Back down on support there. Looking for 8 cents on Giga. Okay, looks like a rug pull, though. Looks ugly. MTP, this thing's just cratering. No data on the monthly for that one. AXGT. Yeah, no data on my monthly. Near looks good. Near's in the portfolio. It's curling up here. See how it Sold off, and now it's curling up. Sold off, curling up. $2 is a solid level for that one. That one's in my portfolio. I think my entry's around 270. It had the green dot show up for a second on this candle in July, but it faded away. But now, right, direction, right? The green dot just tells us, hey, this level right here, good chance it's support. Okay, and that level right there is 198. That one looks good. Looking for the green. Looking for the green on the monthly, but I think you get that here in the next couple weeks. Epic, no data on the monthly. If you're playing the daily here, just use a stop loss at 190. Important level there. NNE's in the red zone, not interested. ACH. Oof. That one needs to bounce at 750, but it's red on the monthly, so we're just not interested in that one. LLY also needs the monthly here. How's that one look on the daily? Nice bounce off the bottom of the fib there at 630. Another healthcare name here. Still looks ugly. I would definitely wait for the green dot there on the monthly chart. Here's Newsmax. They had that big IPO. Wow, huge IPO. It sold all the way off. What's their earnings looking like? 46 million. They're a pretty new company. I mean, they just IPO'd in March. So, yeah. I mean, there was people buying this up here at 240, and it went all the way down to 13. So, I think it's interesting. I think it's an interesting play. I'm going to add that one to the watch list. Looking for that one. What's the weekly saying? See the weeklies. So, I mean, this is the level down here. I mean, you're buying it at this 12 to 13 level range. 12 looks like the bottom. Okay, if it goes back to 12, you can just buy more or add more. And then after that, you just add more at 11 or whatever. But I think it looks interesting. If you like it, I'd add it down here. Green dot came Tuesday, and you're still getting it kind of at the same price right here around 16. But I don't have any data on my Fibonacci because, again, it's an IPO. It's brand new. So a lot of people were really excited about this at 240, and then it sold all the way off. So, yeah, I like that one. That one's going to go on the watch list. I might actually put that one on my watch list. I'm writing that one down. I'm going to look a little bit more into that after this. NEGO, that's going to be my fourth favorite pick from you guys. So I think so far we've had, there was Uniswap, SRPT, Newsmax, others. I think there was one more, but I forgot what it was. You guys have to watch the replay. But NEOG, Neogen Corporation. Green on the monthly, very ugly chart. So I hope you know what you're buying. Hope they're not going out of business or anything like that. Obviously, the stock is very beaten up, but they're missing big on their earnings. So something's going on there that's weird. I'd check the fundamentals of that, of what's going on with their EPS. But, I mean, looking at it from a technical perspective, right, it's not a bad place to look to add this one at $5. Hopefully you know what they do. What do they do anyway? NEOG. Yeah, what are you guys' favorite picks so far from the video? Aiden, you're gonna have to delete one of your saved layouts. So when you get that issue where it's asking you to upgrade, all you need is an essential plan. So if you open this up, you can delete them. So I think on the essential plan, you can only have 2. On my plan, I can have like unlimited indicators. So you just have to delete one of these. So to do that, you just come up here to the arrow, you go to open layout, and then you have to delete the old one, click the link, and then you'll download the new one. Okay, or you can upgrade if you want to. It's up to you. But if you need to delete an indicator, again, you just come up here to boom, hit open layout, hit the trash can, it removes it, and then you can download the new one and not have to upgrade to TradingView. TradingView only allows you to have 2 on the essential plan, 2 saved indicators on the essential plan. So with my plan, I have unlimited because I use all the features. And it's good to start on the essential and work your way up. NEOG, again, that looks interesting at $5 if you know what they do and they're not going bankrupt. So NEOG was that one. Neogen. Looks very interesting.
with a move back to 16 there. What did they do again? Dynamics and research. A prominent global leader. They got 2,974 employees. Prominent global leader in food and animal safety solutions, primarily develops and markets products that enhance the safety of the food and animal industries. Their diverse products range encompassed diagnostic tests, vitamins, pharmaceuticals, disinfectants, yada, yada, yada. So, pet brand, Neogen. I don't know what's going on with their earnings, though. Looks weird. It's an interesting one to watch, for sure. PENGU. This one's trying to turn the corner here as well. I like this one as long as it can hold on to 3. As long as it holds on to that level, looks like we're in a good, solid uptrend here. So, looking for the daily green dot on this one. That'll probably pop if we break over 0.04. We got Mara, M-A-R-A. Looks good. Okay, just waiting for that one to get back up here to the red zone. You had a long time to buy this one at 15, 16 bucks. Okay, now it's pushing up here. HNT, red on the daily there. What's it on the monthly? No data on the monthly. Let me see here. Needs a green dot there on the monthly for HNT. Hood's ripping, but it's got a red dot there on the monthly. They're literally taking over the finance world. For me, though, on this project, it's too high. Right? It's way too high. Okay, I mean, it could keep going. It could be the next NVIDIA, whatever. But I want to wait for a pullback. We had the opportunity to buy this one in April at $30, $40. Okay, I really kicked myself for not pulling the trigger on that. That was during the tariff dip when everyone was panicking. Look at it now, 40 all the way up to 120. With our strategy, guys, it's too high. It's too high. It can keep going. It just doesn't fit with our strategy right now. We would have to be looking to take profits up here if we were following the rules. Great one to day trade, in my opinion, but not to hold long term. Tesla also just absolutely ripping here. Back up in the red zone. I would be taking profits on Tesla on the next set of red dots on the daily. The red dots are also called out over here in the Discord as well for you guys. So when you see a red dot, you can just look at the chart and you can see, okay, it's right. It's in the red zone, so I should take some profits, or I should sell 25 to 100%. Again, that how-to is over here. So the daily sell or reduce position by 25 to 100%. If it's in the red zone. So Tesla's going to get a red dot here shortly, and it's going to be at or around that red zone. So if you were buying Tesla with us, you were buying it down here at 300, down at this level, and boom, it's back all the way up here to 450. So it's looking good. I would just, again, take some off on the next red dot there on Tesla. ONDS, again, if it's in the red zone and trending up, it's a great stock to day trade, but with our strategy, again, it's just too high for us here. We want to see a big dramatic pullback back down into the mean, right? That's 60% from where the 6-month average is at 250. So I want to buy it closer to that than up here at 6. If you're day trading it, awesome. But with our strategy, it just doesn't work. Lulu needs a green dot on the monthly. We're watching for that. MSTR, this one's red on the monthly as well. We'd be out of that one too. HP, though, this one's turning out to do pretty well. We got the signal in July. It went up 30% last month after the signal, and we got some room back up there to 32. So this one looks good. Another oil and gas company. That's HP. We got Nail. Nail just about hit 100. I think I sold my Nail at around 85 to 90. I think I sold it at 90. And it's at 81 right now. So it does have room back up here. And rates getting cut is good for real estate. It's having a pullback right now. I think right here at 80 wouldn't be a bad place to add, especially because the daily stochastics there on the ground. So I think 80 is a solid spot here with the news today. That's actually really bullish for home builders. Very bullish. So I like that one. If you can get it at 70. If it goes back to 70, I'm definitely buying. But looking for this one on the next green here on the 4-hour or the daily. I would love to see a 4-hour nail here. Okay, and pump that puppy back up. If it goes down to 70, that's going to be a steal. Okay, it's sitting at 81 right now, so I like the pullback. I like the rejection off of 100, and I like the pullback. Look at that stochastic there on the daily down there on the floor. This looks good. I like that one. I should have done a favorites list for this for you guys. Shoot. Let me reset this real quick. We did this one here. I like. this is going to be a different day. I'll share this list with you guys here after the stream here. So they're going to be the favorites from today. And this playlist here is the 17th. And I will be sharing this with you guys. If I forgot a couple, I know I forgot a couple. I know I did. Uniswap was another one. Uni was a good one. There was a couple others. I'll do a better job of that, keeping track of the names we're looking at. But Nail would qualify for that favorites list there. Nail would definitely qualify for the favorites list. So watching it by that one between 70 and 80. Again, I just like how it's pulled back here. That stochastic sitting on the floor. That's a good sign. And it's got a lot of room back up there to 160. So watching that one next week for sure. CRPT needs the green monthly. DKS, it's got the green monthly. Now we're just looking for the green dots. Okay, you got this one right here at 220. You only got a little room back there to 240. I would rather bought this one down here, right, down at 170, down in that golden zone there. We got WLFI. I got out of this. I just don't like how it's trading right now. I think it's weird. I sold it for a break-even trade, and I rolled it into Axler, and I bought that at 33. So I'm taking Axel over WLFI just because it's just too new. I get anxiety when there's no data on my indicator, and I can't see anything. So I want to wait till this thing proves itself. If it goes to $1, great. But I feel good about rolling those profits into Axler. I'm probably butchering the name. But I like it back up here to 80 cents a lot more than not being able to see any data. So I hope it does well. But I'm going to sit this one out and maybe look to buy that one in the next bear market. Whiff, green dot, boom. Back to 2 is what we're targeting there. Looks good. You love to see the green dot popping off. That should have just went off here today. You got H-bar. Look at that. Someone called that out. We got Bonk, LDO, Rose. Very nice. Near even hit. Near got a daily. Let's go. Boom. Let's go. Run it, baby. 5 to 6. Give me 5 to 6. Look at that. Tell me that dot's not coming in September or October. Tell me the dot's not coming in September, October. H-bar looks good here. Back to 35 there. You said anyone bullish on INJ? I think this one's on the list too. I like it. Back up here to 24. Got the green dot right there at 10. Rip it, baby. First target's 20. After that, 30. What do you mean by that, Jeff? Target on INJ is going to be 24 there. Whiff. $2 on the target. EQT. A little too high, a little too close to the red zone here. Red dot on the monthly. Not interested. Open. I don't know what Open's going to do. It's getting pretty close here on the stochastic, so I'm probably taking profits here at 10. Again, it's day trader stock right now. We were buying it down here at $2. Beautiful move there. Obviously, sometimes these stocks go parabolic like this, but we don't chase these. We just don't. That's not part of our strategy. You should have been entering on the monthly here at anywhere from $1 to $2. Okay, now it's sitting up here at 10. I think so too. I see they had a partnership with the XRP ledger, so they're incorporating their systems and processes with XRP, which is obviously very bullish for the fundamental side of things. Here's DEC. DEC just needs the green monthly here. Also, rate cuts probably good for that company too. Another home building operation there. CNC. Green dot here on the monthly. That's what we need, but it looks good for a healthcare play there. Okay, that one looks good. It could come down to 20, but I think 30 is a pretty fair price for this one. If you believe in it. I mean, again, these healthcare companies have been beaten up. Okay, with the changing administration, normally healthcare companies don't do very well.
Okay, but eventually they'll recover. Maybe. Again, that's all speculation, but we got to stick to our signals and just wait. Right? Wait for the signal. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I like it at 30 cents. It looks really good at 30 cents here. Dow, that one's got the green monthly there. Target on that's up there around 50. We got ENPH. Target on this between 100 and 120. Solar company really been hit hard here. It was all the way up at $300. So if you believe in solar, this is one of the biggest solar companies out there. At least from my knowledge, they make about $363 million a quarter. I like it. I do like it. I'm going to put that one on the favorites list too. Okay, it's an interesting play on an interesting industry that's kind of catching wind, solar, right? So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out, especially with rate cuts. That's also a good thing because more people will borrow to get that done to their houses and things like that. So they benefit from that. So it's something to think about. Another home, right? Home solar. A lot of people doing that now. So ENPH is an interesting one to watch this week. That one's going to be on the favorites list. So far, minus a few, you'd have to go watch the replay to see what other ones we pointed out. But I like all of these so far. Nail, ENPH, Uni, SPRT, others, and Newsmax. It's bullish. I think it's very bullish. The rate cut is very bullish. The last time we got a rate cut was in March of 2024, I believe that was. Okay, let's go back to March here on the chart. March was right here. That was the top. Okay, we had a big push up after the rate cut and pulled back. And we continued. And then the last time the rates got cut, before that, right, was 4 years prior. That was in 2020 in COVID. They cut rates down to pretty much nothing. So it became really easy to borrow money. That was back in April, right? April 2020 was COVID. That was at $8,000, okay? They cut rates right here. Look what it did over the next year. Boom. So those are the two times that they've cut rates in the last 5 years. That's what happened. Both times it's been up. So what I think is coming is a blow off top. I think there's going to be a big sudden move up over the next 3 months, 2 to 3 months. And then I think that's when I'm going to be looking to take my profits. That's when I believe I'll be at my sell targets. Really, I'm just looking for my sell targets. I don't care what anything does. I'm just trying to get to my target. If I'm buying WorldCoin here, I want to sell it right here at 250 in that range. So it takes 1 to 6 months to get there. I got to be willing to wait and be patient. But WorldCoin looks good. If you believe in this, it's breaking out here. Monthly's pointing up. I would sell this one when the stochastic hits that white dotted line or gets close. I think that one's going back to 4 to 6. Looks good. Yeah, that's what they're saying, Jeff. 2 more cuts by the end of the year. 1 every month. That was the word, at least. Pipe looks good. Still got some room back up there to 40. I'd be a holder. Looking to enter that one on the green dailies there. You can't see the data on the monthly, but the weekly is still green here, pushing up. I'm playing Chainlink and not this. I think Chainlink's a much more solid play, but this actually looks really good. It actually looks very good. So I actually like that one a lot. I just wait till it hits that red zone for you. Not chasing this one way up here. Too new of a coin. Just came out. Where's my fib at? No data on the fib. But that's a big breakout there. A lot of risk in that one. I would make sure it holds 15, but coming into a double top there at 20. If it could break over 20, that thing should rip. But again, very new coin. I'm very cautious with newer projects. Sold WLD for an 80% profit. That's awesome, dude. Our goal here on a trade, just so everybody knows, should be 50 to 100%. That is a realistic return for a 1 to 6 month time frame with this approach. 50 to 100%. That should be our goal. We shouldn't go for the 500, 600, 10,000 X's. If we can be consistent and make 50 to 100%, we're going to do very, very well as time compounds. Here's Gala. Gala's got the green dot here on the month. Let's play that one. That one looks good. I like the green dot here showing up for the first time in a long time. That's got to move back there to 4. Gala looks Really good. Why is that one not on the watch list? That one's in there. Boom. Green on the monthly for the first time in about a year. Okay, it went from 2 cents all the way up to 7 last time. Same signal here on Gala, looking phenomenal. This looks really good. GRT, same thing. Green dot here on the monthly looks very good. That's a buy, okay, with a target. I know you guys like the targets. Okay, you guys need to get this indicator. You guys need to get the Fibonacci downloaded. Okay, you guys can get those right over here inside the Discord under the trading indicator tab. My whole entire layout, everything that you see here on your screen. Your screen's going to look exactly like mine. You'll have the same Fibonacci. You can see GRT. Our target would be right up here at 25 cents. So we are entering here with a 1 to 6 month time frame, waiting for price to come back up here. Okay, and that would be our first target. And then our second target would obviously be when the stochastic hits that white dotted line, just like it states over there inside the trading course. Free trading course over there in the Discord, by the way. If you guys are new, or if you guys need a refresher, there is a free trading course over here in the Discord as well. The Discord is free to join with a paid option. PBR looks good. Green dot there on the monthly looks phenomenal. Target on that would probably be around 16 for me. And yeah, anywhere from 14 to 16 on PBR. I like that one with the monthly. Just looking to hit our target there. EC, green on the monthly. Target is 11. Coinbase, red dot today. It sold off. It got sucked right back up. It's got a red dot on the monthly. So I know you guys were asking me this. It has a red dot on the monthly. I talked about this a little bit at the beginning of the stream. This is just a signal to beware. So we can do two things. We can sell or we can set a stop loss. Okay, the stop loss on this trade is 280. Okay, down here at like 280. So as long as we hold 280, which is the low for the last month, okay, this trade is okay. But if it breaks 280, we're going to sell because we'll most likely end up picking it back up around here at 160 to 200. Or you can simply just add at that 280 level and then add all the way down. You could add it 280. You could add it at 200. I typically only like to average down if I'm down 20% on the trade. So I do think Coinbase is going to be trading higher. I think it's going to be one of the biggest crypto exchanges of all time. They have a lead on a lot of people, so and I like their tech. I use them obviously to trade crypto, so I'm biased, but I do think they're going to grow over the years. I think getting it at 300 here, if you look at it from a 5-year perspective, is not going to be a bad idea. And again, we got a target of 400 on this. So again, this isn't an instant sell signal. It's okay. Take your profits or set a stop loss. Okay, and our stop loss again is going to be right there around that 280 level. If it closes below 280. I will either look to buy it or obviously set a stop loss if I think it's going to come back down here to 160. But with the way altcoins are ramping up, I think Coinbase is about to make a lot of money over the next couple of months. And I think their stock is going to perform very well. So as long as we hold 280, I like that one. If it comes down to 160 to 200, I will average down in that zone. But I think we entered this one around 306 or 309. I still like it. And again, I'm thinking this is going to break up, not down. So the red dot is just a decision time, right? You have a decision to sell or you have a decision to set a stop loss. I chose to enter a trade and set the stop loss at the level of 300. FRO, red dots in the red zone. We're taking profits. Pepsi. Pepsi's also looking like it's at a discount here. Green on the monthly. Big pullback candle here. I think they lost the Costco deal or something like that, but it's got a lot of juice back up here to 170, 180. I like Pepsi. That one's on the favorites list, even though I hate their products. Should you buy companies that you hate their products of? You know, probably not. Probably not a good idea. Sorry, Pepsi. Sorry. I just don't drink a lot of pop. Deft, D-E-F-T. Someone was asking about this. I like this one as long as it holds on to $2. Okay, hopefully you bought it down there at $2 off those signals. You were getting them all along here between 2 and 220. Okay, now we're up. You got an XRP daily dot pop in here. Daily dot on XRP. Okay, going to be really interesting to see if we get some follow through. We also got Gala pop in here. Boom. Gala, we just talked about. Let's go. Go time, baby. Oh, man, we're really taking off here. 81, what's link up? Link up 2-3%. Nice. Go. Let's go, Spartans. Yes, sir. Run it up. Give a link green dot next. We want to see link. We got near. So ever since the announcement, that was, I believe, at 11 a.m. this morning. Ever since the announcement, I think it was at 11 a.m., you had near, you had Rose, you had Bonk, LDO, H-Bar, XRP, Axel. What up, baby? Woo! Gala. I got to learn how to say this, Axel. Axel just popped. Just popped a daily live here on the chat. Yes, sir. And that's coming right around where we bought it. So we sniped that thing at 33 there. And we're playing the monthly. So, wow. That looks really good. Oh, this was the other one that was on the favorites. They wanted me to give it back to you. XRP, and what was that other one here? Gala. Is Gala on the list too? Yes, it is. So these are the favorites so far, guys. Favorites so far. I'm going to be sharing this with you guys here after the stream. Deft, it's just kind of a penny stock here. Target would be up there at 4. Just know what you're buying. Make it a decent amount of money at $2. Yeah. I would rather like to buy it down here at like, what was that, 8 cents? Golly. That's crazy. It looks good above 2. I'll give it that. Shib had a green dot there show up. We do have proof of that right here on the 13th. The monthly showed up, but it faded away. So a dot can show up and fade away, okay, based on price action. Again, price is constantly moving. So what that dot's telling you is that, hey, this level right here at 0.0001, there's a good chance that this is the bottom for SHIB. So looking for that to come back. I think it will. Target on that would be anywhere from 2 to 4. I like that one still. Back down here on the lows. VVS, that one's still green on the monthly. I think we covered this one already, but we're looking for the daily right now. Looking for the daily to get a bounce on VVS. Wow, arrow up 9%. That's ideal. Yeah, if you could wait for the green dot to come down here, these dots are better than these ones up here. 9 times out of 10. These ones are going to be more accurate than these ones up here. You want to buy them down here. So, yeah, on the daily. The deeper the wave, the better. Whatever time frame you're trading, the deeper the wave, the better. You don't typically want to get these buy signals up here. Sometimes they work out good, but a lot of the time, these ones, if you're going to choose, these ones are the best ones to enter on here. Arrow, look at Arrow just taking off. Shout out to Frank, man. Frank added a huge lot to this. I think around 117. So he's having a nice day. Shout out to Frank. Thanks for everything you do, man. If you're watching, make sure you guys tell Frank thank you in the Discord. All the admin, everybody that helps run the server, all the Spartans. Just thank you guys. Thank you guys for being a part of it and helping out. It's about the team, baby. Let's go. Okay, so watching for this one to break out over 150. I think it's going to. I think it's definitely going to break out and go probably up there to 2. 150 would be not a bad place to ladder out of it. We were buying this one at 60 cents, though, guys. We were buying this one down here. I think I bought mine at 60 cents. Somewhere around these, like this zone right here. Maybe right here. But beautiful move here. It hit 150, pulled back. Now it looks like it wants more. So looks very strong. First target's $2 for me on that. I think I got a sell order set for around $2. So that could happen very fast. You can see it's up 9% right now. Just ripping. So I would take some off there at $2. $2, I would take some off on Arrow. And I do think I have a sell order set. So OVVPs looks like too new of a coin. I can't really tell you much. Jasmy doesn't have the monthly yet. ZBCN, got to use the weekly. That one needs the whole 3.5 or 0.0035. Okay, target on that would be up there at 6. Hopefully you took some profits right here in this area. Oscar, you do help out, brother. What's your Discord name? Yep, we talked about Caspa. KAS. We covered that. Up to 14.16. That'd be the target. Doesn't have the monthly yet, though, so it's an interesting play. Probably a play on fundamentals if you like it, but watching for 14 to 16. Yeah, AVAX is looking really good today. AVAX is looking phenomenal. Look at that breakout over 30. Yeah, 30 was a big psychological level. Efren called this out in the Discord. Another admin over there. Shout out to Efren. Broke out over 30. $40 is the target there on AVAX. We got the green dot there in August. Look at these dailies coming in here, folks. Let's go. SUI with a daily. Boom. Let's pump it. TAO with a daily. Boom. Let's pump it. Got Axel, Gala, XRP, HBAR. Look at that, dude. Bonk. Nice. Very nice. TTD's at the bottom of the fib. I like TTD here at 45. Okay, it's back down here at the bottom of the fib. They missed their earnings. They actually beat their earnings and then sold off. But this is back down at the bottom of the zone. So I like TTD here. I'd be a buyer of this down here around 40 if I believed in the company. Even though it doesn't have a green dot here on the monthly, if it's hitting that green line, I want to take I want to get involved, especially if I want to own the company long term. I want to get involved. So I like this one here. I like this one a lot down here at 40. It's attempting this double bottom here at 43. So that is current support there. Okay, that is current support. But if it does hit this green line and I like the company, I like the project, I will look to buy it because it's at the bottom of our target. So I want to buy the bottom, sell the top. And it's as close to the bottom as it can get as of now. Now, can it break down and keep going down? Yes. But I at least know that I'm getting it at a discount, getting it down here. That's the important part. But I like it. I know it doesn't have a monthly yet, but I would think about maybe starting a position on that around 45 with a target up here at 120. You got to be willing to sit through a 10, 20% dip on that, though. Here's Stella, STLA. Still green on the monthly, but just going sideways. Pretty boring. But rate cuts are good for car makers because more people are going to buy cars because, again, less interest. So target on this is 15 to 17. Again, 1 to 6 month hold. Wow, Rose breaking out here. Shout out to the Rose Army. Do we got the Rose Army in the chat right now? Are you a member over there, Oscar? I'll make sure to upgrade you. Yeah, we covered RR. We took profits at like, I think it was $3.90. It could go to $8-10, but we were in at like $2.40. BCH, I got you. Yeah, it's up there at the top of the red. So I would personally take profits on Bitcoin Cash here at $600. I got my target 1, right? Trading rules, target 1, and also target 2. I think there's some better names. I mean, HBAR has more room to the upside there. In the red zone, Rose, look at the room on that. So I'd roll out a BCH and maybe into Rose here, and then play that up to 8 to 10. HBAR, got some room to go back up there to 35. Okay, green dot here today. You can play that. It looks very strong here above 20 cents. Jeff's got Rose. Very nice. What's up, Chris? Appreciate you guys tuning into the live again. If you guys are watching the replay and we can get this video to 300 likes by Friday's stream at 2 p.m., I will give away 100 XRP on the stream. So make sure you smash that like if you're watching still. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Good, Oscar. I appreciate you, brother. Would love to see you over there more. I love seeing the Spartans in the Discord here on the live. That's my favorite thing, man. Neon. Down here at $4. Again, penny stock here, so be careful. They don't even make $1 million a quarter, so I would avoid that just because it's a penny stock. We want to chase good quality companies that have earnings and are beaten. We got EVM. That one's green there on the monthly. The daily is up in the red zone though, so thinking about taking some profits here. Red dot in the red zone or around the red zone. Okay, how much room does it got? If you were entered down here, you made a very good return there for this. If you want to wait for the second sell target, that would be when the stochastic hits that white dotted line here. We got Cody. I'll take a few requests here from the chat for you guys if you want. Go ahead and drop your requests if you guys are joining the live stream. If you're still here from the Discord, we got a few more left here in the playlist, but I'm happy to sit on here with you guys and answer questions. I kind of want to hang out till 5 when we get the new daily alerts. So probably be on here for another hour or so. So I'll take some here from the chat. USDT. Why is this a line? I clicked that button up there. This one looks good. Green, boom, target up there at 6 cents. I like Cody a lot. I'd buy it right here, and right your level right there would be 0.005. This looks good. Back to 6 cents. I see one for good. Good. I'm glad you guys are holding rows. I think you guys are going to do very well on rows. That is one I did not take a position on, but it's looking very good for you guys right now. Looking very good. Oh, look at that. Ooh, I'm using the Heikinashi candles, by the way. If you guys ever want to experiment with like lines or Heikinashis or regular candles, you just come up here to this drop down. I like to use the line, the candles, and the Heikinashi candles. Heikinashi candles actually work very well along with the normal candles. I normally, by default, use normal candles, but sometimes I like to switch. Look at OP. OP with a daily, baby. Let's go. Yes, sir. Shout out to the Spartans. What's going on, Oliver? What's going on, brother? Crocs, I got you. Crocs daily, $80 back to 120. Looks good. It's down here, putting in a double bottom. I think the monthly faded, but $70 is support. So I like it at 70. I like it at 70 to 80, kind of this range. Got a green dot here today. That's a double bottom right there. So a double bottom is when you bounce and you come back and you retest, and then you bounce again. And it looks like it is bouncing here. They had a good earnings, a decent earnings, and sold off. So looking to target that one at 140. That one's still a hold. EVM, we went over that. That's a sell up there in the red zone. RNDR, another green dot here on the daily. Doesn't have the monthly yet, but that thing is coming. I think it's coming very, very soon. So that'd be the confirmation, but I like this one down here in the golden zone. Target on that's back up there at $8. Whew! Needs the monthly. What else you guys got? Circle? Circle. Green dot there on the daily. This one's just too new for me, right? This is the USDC coin. A little too new for me. So there's just no data on my indicator, so I can't really tell you anything. What I can tell you is it's trying to bounce here at 120. Is that going to happen? I don't know. I just like to see this thing play out a little bit more. Get some data on the monthly before making a decision here. ATYR. Monthly's red. Ouch. Back down to $1. So why did it go from 7 to $1 is my question. Hopefully nothing happened or they got no revenue. So careful with those biotechs. TAO looks good. Looks like it's curling here. Where's my fib? TAO USDT maybe? There we go. Target's going to be up there at 500. 500 on the target for TAO. Looks good. Here's Sonic. Sonic's been consolidating here. 30 cents is the level for Sonic there. I'm going to actually add that one to the watch list as well. Newer project. Guys, got any more requests? We covered open. You'll have to watch the replay. Marvel, MRVL. This one looks good. Just needs a green monthly. It's trying to bounce right here at 60 bucks. Just missing that monthly dot. It's down here in the golden zone, so our target's up here between 110 and 120. XPR's up there in the red, so we'd be profit taking. LEN, that's got some room to go back up there to 180. Looks good. Looks good. Just looking to buy the green dots now on the daily with a target of 180 on LEN. XDC, it's got the green dots down here looking like it's trying to bounce off 7. Target's up there at 14. We got XRP giving a green daily, so we'll see. If we can get over $3.50, $4. If XRP breaks $4, guys, it's gonna get crazy. Things will go nuts. I mean, you'll just see the biggest blow off top of all time. So watching 350 on XRP. If it could break 350, buckle up, because alts will explode. What's BTC.D doing, by the way? Bitcoin dominance. Oh, look at that rejection right there. Oh, yeah. We love to see that. Big fat red candle there. Okay, we want this.
We want it. Come on down. Okay, this going down is good for altcoins. Okay, and we've been bullish on altcoins for a while now. So BTCD, this looked like it was going to bounce yesterday, but that's a big rejection candle right there. So that's good for alts. ATH, I'd be selling this one up here. Sell the next daily red. That's how I play that. AVNT, too new. It looks like it just came out, unless it is listed on something else. Yeah, just not a lot of data for me to tell you. Got a 4-hour dot right there, so make sure it holds 80 cents. MKTX needs the monthly. BRKR needs the monthly. MLBY or MBLY needs the monthly. OTLK got the monthly. Like I said, $1 though. We don't really do penny stocks here, guys. AAL, green on the monthly. Sitting right here at 12. Target on that's 18 on American Airlines. Looking for that green daily. Virtual. No data on the monthly. It is trying to turn up here. As long as it holds $1, it looks good. Don't know a whole lot about that project. It had a pretty nice run, but look at Popcat giving the weekly too. So, wow. Crazy. What's crashing? Popcat targets up there at 90 cents. Careful with the meme coins, guys. If you guys were around in 2021, NFTs were a huge thing. A lot of people lost a lot of money in NFTs, so be careful with the meme coins. Buy good quality projects, good quality technologies, good fundamentals. ENA targets up there at 120. Green dot there on the daily would be the way to play it. Okay, but that one doesn't look like it's going lower than 60. You got solid support right there. Nice green close here today, too. XXRP, this is the XRP ETF. This looks good right there at around 30. I like this ETF. XXRP, I want to hang on to this one just because it's the ETF. It's a 2x levered XRP ETF, which I think is very interesting. So if I ever want to play XRP, I could play this and use a little bit of leverage. But leverage is obviously what adds risk. When you add risk, you got to lower your position size. Make your position size smaller. Okay, $30 is a big level for that, though. We'll see if it holds. Obviously, if XRP breaks out over 350, I mean, things are going to get nuts if that happens. If this turns out to be a blow-off top signal like this was back in July when we just absolutely went 8 for 2 weeks. I mean, we just 8 and 8 and 8. Names were going up, up, and away. I love Link back over 24, too. It's really good to see. Really good to see there. OP did give a signal there, too. NFTs were hilarious. I mean, I never understood that. I never understood that. SEI looks good. $30 or 30 cents looks very solid for SEI there. We covered Pipe. That one's setting up here at around 15, 16 cents. Looking good with a target back to 40. OPT. That looks good. Looks like it's turning the corner there. What's this one? It's got a red dot on the monthly. So again, that's a decision-making point, right? Are you going to sell or are you going to take a position instead of stop loss? I think it looks fine above. Oh, it's got a golden dot there. So yeah, you're playing that golden dot there with a bounce off at 290. Okay, the golden dot, you want to ignore the monthly signal. The golden dot is a pretty accurate buy signal. I don't know what this thing does. Let's look it up. OPT. OPT. That's why I love doing these requests, guys, because you guys bring me the names. It's this one. OPT. If you see something on the chart, let us know. Okay, in the chat. It's a biotech with a $536 million market cap. They're based in Australia. That's about all I see. ADRs. 33 employees. Interesting. Interesting with a stop loss at 280, 290. CMG, this is Chipotle.
Needs the green monthly. HIMS needs the green monthly. HIMS is a good day trading stock right now. We don't day trade, though. ON, down here just building the base. I like this one with a target of 70 to 80. OLED needs the monthly. Watch 120. Yeah, Rose is killing it right now. Zeta's looking good. Zeta's got the green dot here on the monthly. Looking like that wants to push back up to 32 to 36. I would be looking to buy this one on green dots here on the daily. AIOZ looks good. Needs the monthly, though. Looks like a target of $1 would be a ideal target on that one. We got VeChain. Green dot here on the daily showing up. We just want to see that monthly. EETUSDT. Hold on. Yeah, this is the one I want. Watch list. And then I want to get rid of VeChain. This one. Because the other one had data. So VeChain's going to go back in the red. So VeChain, so I just switched because I was looking at the Coinbase version, but the Coinbase version did not have the data on the monthly, right? It didn't have the data on the monthly, but the Binance one did. That just means it's been listed on Binance longer. So looking for the green monthly on VeChain, I think that one looks good. Good solid consolidation pattern here. If that gets back to 20, that would be a great trade. Just looking for the green monthly to confirm the move. Looks good here at about 2.5 cents, though. Algorand, 40 to 45 cents is what we're targeting there. Still green on the monthly. Looks good. Just building the base, building the base. All right, we turn this off. Just going sideways. Chilling right now. Okay, looking for 40 to 45 on that one. Looks good. ADA, same thing. Got some room there to 120 or so. 150, $2 would be the target. Looking for that stochastic to get back up there, but everything's curling up. Looking really good. ADA looks very strong here. Okay, we've been buying ADA since back here at 50, 60 cents in June. Okay, we've been buying this for a while, and it's doing very well. 120 would be my first target. After that, probably around 150 to 2. But if that can get back to $3, great. THH, Try Hard Holdings. Not enough data. Can't see any data on this one. Mirror, no data on this one either. ARB up 5% today. Turning the corner here again. We've just been going sideways the last couple of weeks. Looking to make that move back up here to 80, 90 cents. Looks good. It's curling up here. Curling up. Looking for 80 to $1. 80 cents to $1 here. Nice big 5% move today. Markets are loving the news right now, folks. Loving the news. OKLO. That's up in the red zone. Good day trading stock up here in the red zone, but we just don't. We don't mess around in the red zone. We're looking to take our entries down here, right around 20, not up here. Okay, we want to buy as close to the mean as possible. Okay, right now if you're buying OKLO, you're buying it at a 46% premium. That's like going to the grocery store, buying your gas for 46% more on Wednesday because it's Wednesday. You wouldn't do that. You shouldn't do it with your investments either. We want to buy it next to that average, just like it was right back here. We want to buy at a fair price, right? You make money investing by buying and waiting, okay? But you need to buy at a fair price. How do we know what a fair price is? We just look at our 6-month moving average. That is the 180-day moving average, that blue line on our indicator. Again, all these indicators are available for you guys over there in the Discord. You can download all of them, okay? When that thing comes back into the blue line, that is when we know we're getting a fair price. It's not a fair price when we're 46% off of that. I don't care how much it goes up on a day. Okay? As swing traders, buying it up here is a death sentence. Okay, with our strategy. We don't buy in the red zone. XYO. ARB up 8%, he says. Nice. XYO. That's got some room back up there to 0.025. No green on the monthly yet. And SOUN got the dot last month. Had a nice little pullback. There was your entry right here at $12.50. You had another one right here at $15. Target on that is up there at like $24. $24 is the target on SOUN. That looks good. AI names look pretty good. Nice. Yeah, it might be different on Robinhood and Coinbase. But that's it for chart requests, though, today, folks. If you guys got some, get them in the chat. Go ahead and drop those in the chat. If you guys haven't yet, make sure you guys enter for that giveaway over here for the Riz. I'm giving away 20,000 of that Rivals coin there. That is pinned here at the top of my live here. You guys have till Friday to enter this. I'm giving away 20,000 of those. All you got to do is comment, retweet, and heart the post to enter. That winner will be picked on Friday's live stream, guys. Do not accept any DMs from anyone named Overkill. I will never reach out to you in the DMs to tell you that you won. I will tell you publicly down here in the comment section. So, and I will say it on the video. So make sure you watch. Again, don't ever send anybody, especially anyone named Overkill, crypto or DMs if I'm in your DMs asking for money, because that's not me. It's a scammer. There's a lot of that going on right now. So please be aware of scammers. Don't click on any links outside of the Discord. Okay, you get the indicator right here, and you can sign up to become a member right here. Anything outside of that, you're getting access to mirror trades, trade alerts, watch lists, and pretty much everything that we offer here through this link over here. Okay, all you got to do is sign up. To become a member right now, it's as little as $4 a month. We have, I mean, it says 2,000, but I think we have closer to 3,000 members over there now. So just loving the community growing right now, loving seeing all the action, and how much we're all benefiting from working together here. So pretty cool to see. Pretty cool to see. Guys got any chart requests? Superverse? Drop the ticker if you would. Superverse is way down here right now. Needs the monthly. Looks like it's trying to find a base right there at 50 cents. So use that as your base right there at 48.50 cents. Plume. That one looks like it's picking up. I wanted to buy this one back here, and I didn't pull the trigger. But nice move there. I've heard some things about this one. It's way down right now. So it's a very new play. Did it get listed on Coinbase? No, it didn't. Didn't have the Coinbase listing yet. So that thing does look like it's reversing here. Looks like a decent continuation play. It's pretty new, so it's just hard to get a judgment on because it's only been around for 5 months. BMNR. And yeah, guys, I'm taking requests now from the chat. We made it through all of our Discord chart requests. If you guys are new, I open this up every single Monday. And on Monday, you guys can get your chart requests in, and then we cover them here on Wednesday's video. We have another live stream coming up on Friday to go over our watch list. Those are going to be the stocks and cryptos that are on the watch list. That is the green list here. These are the names I'm holding and looking for positions on. We just kind of cover every chart and go over what we think it's telling us. And that's on Friday at 2. So today's favorites list, these are the favorites from today's list. I'm going to share this with you guys right now over here in the Discord. So we got Newsmax, others, SRPT, Uni, Nail, ENPH, Gala, and Axel from your guys' request. Those are my my top picks from your guys' requests, at least. Let's see, 917 favorites from chart requests. So I share these watch lists with you guys because I think it's very beneficial. You guys can check these out. Boom. Just click on that link, and that will pull up all of those names right here. Today is September 17th. This is an updated favorites list from Friday, just based off your guys' requests there. So I got to delete the favorites from Friday now. I got to figure that out. One sec. Yeah, see that changed. So that's the new favorites list. If you guys missed this, you guys can watch Friday's replay on YouTube. But this is the new updated favorites list from today. And your guys' chart requests. Again, that was Newsmax, others, SRPT, Uni, Nail, ENPH, Gala, and Axel. Those all look very, very interesting here. What else you guys got? BMNR. That one had some room to 120. The wave's getting up here, so last time it topped out at the 50% line there. So that looks like resistance right there around 68 to 70. Sitting at around 60 right now. So pretty new company. I guess they're a Ethereum treasury company. So again, pretty newer concept. So it's an interesting stock for sure. We'll see how it reacts here. NOS. But your time to buy it was right here. September 8th at 45.
It's at 60 right now. So the signal came right there on the 8th of September. A week later, it's up 20, 30%. So this was a better risk to reward right there, bouncing at 40. NOS, is that stock or a crypto? NOS, red on the daily, big breakout again with these newer projects, guys. You got to know the fundamentals because I don't have any data on my indicator. Okay, I want to trade names with data like Avave, like Uni. We called Ave back here August 2024 at like $100. It went all the way up to 400. That was a beautiful trade right there. Okay, we need data in order to make our decision. We got SBET. Red there on the monthly. Daily's got the dot. Target on that would be 60 to 80. Again, I don't know anything about these companies though, so just make sure you know what you're holding. Technicals say that 15, 17 is a good level if you believe in the company. Target is 70 to 80. This was a big hype name, so something to pay attention to. What else we got? Palm AI. Yeah, drop your chart requests in the chat, guys. 20 cents. Target up there to 120 to 140. Again, another project I don't know much about. So hopefully you understand what you're buying because I don't got any data here to go off of. How high do I think AVAX will go? Let's use our daily here. 40 to 45 would be my first target. I would say 40 is the first target. After that, good target would be 60. If that breaks, check for 80. But I would sell AVAX when this stochastic here gets closer to this white dotted line up here because that looks like it has a lot of room to go right now. Beautiful, beautiful move here off the signal from August. I think we're in for a really nice 1, 2, 3 months right now. The way the charts are looking. Okay, I definitely think this is getting back to 40. I'd have a take profit right there at 40. DIONE. Sorry, Jeff. I didn't know what you were saying. I didn't know that was an actual ticker. Nice, dude. Looks like a new crypto protocol. Doesn't have the green dot yet, but that could come any second. Don't know much about this one, but it was up here at around 2 pennies. It's down at 0.001, so that's a pretty big range. Where'd you hear about this one at, brother? That's about a 1,700% return right there. DIONE. DIONE. What's up? Dome Protocol. $12 million market cap. Pretty interesting. I'd like to check out their website. So you can see how you can click on their name here, and it takes them to their website. Boom. So for traders, so it's like a DEX, I guess. Interesting. Looks interesting. If you guys got questions too throughout the week, get them in our support chat over here. We have a good team over here that'll answer your questions. If you guys have those, we also have an FAQ over here where there's a lot of commonly asked questions here. So you guys can get a quick answer there or just put your question over here in the Discord chat. And I will get to it. I'll get to you here shortly, Moon. Shoot me an email. Yeah, shoot me an email to request a new link. Sorry for the caps. Didn't mean to yell at you there. Interesting. Optimism looks good. I feel really good about optimism. I'm optimistic about optimism, if you know what I'm saying. Target on that's up there at 2. 2 is my target for OP. We entered that at 70 cents, I believe. ARB is up 5-6%. Very nice. That looks like all the requests I see in the chat, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Again, if you guys are watching the replay, still watching, if we can get this video to 300 likes by Friday, I will happily give away 100 XRP to you guys. I appreciate all the support here. Like I said, if you haven't yet, make sure you go enter that Riz giveaway. I posted that over here in the Discord under the giveaway section. That is 20,000 Riz there on RIZ, ticker RIZ, very new project. You guys can enter for that.
And I appreciate you guys watching, tuning in, your attention today. Hope you guys got something out of this. If you did, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up. Drop a comment down below if you're watching the replay. Would love to hear from you. If you guys are not a member yet, would love to have you in the Spartan Army over here. You guys get access to all of the stuff that we do for as little as a Starbucks coffee every month. $4 a month is the cost to join the membership. It supports the channel. It helps me put more time and energy into these videos. And I appreciate all you guys' support as always. If you guys need anything, feel free to hit me up over here in the support chat, and I will get back to you ASAP. Questions about anything, the indicator, the Discord, anything you got, just holler at me. We will be live again here on Friday for the watch list. We will be dropping the watch list on Friday, so tune in for that. Make sure you subscribe, smash the bell, and chart requests for next week will open up on Monday. So you guys will be able to request those for Wednesday's stream next week. So make sure you're over there. Make sure you're dialed in and plugged in with the Spartan Army. I love you guys. Have a great rest of the evening, and we'll see you on Friday. Peace.